Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hey, and hello, and hi, right back at you. How are you tonight?
Now, first question of the day, can you hear us?
Yes, let's make sure right away that we're all good. Please let us know. 'Cause last night was not fun.
And we are not going to say a word till you say something. Affirmative.
Thank you.
Gotcha.
You really are the best friend in our thread. It's not just a gimmick, guys. It's the real deal. How are you doing? So good to have everybody here.
So good to have you. It's Saturday night, so we appreciate you guys, guys and girls, chose to be with us tonight on your Saturday night or morning or day, depending where are you in the world at this time of the day. Maybe you're in Sunday if you're in New Zealand or Australia.
This is true. Xenia is completely obsessed with that. I don't know why. She grew up like a 7-hour time difference from here, and it's like she's just realized this can happen.
I know. I know. I mean, I went to school. I know how it works.
No, it's just like you discovered new land or something. Like the
but
excitement.
It's still mind-boggling. It's still something magical. It's like, you know, when you see Copperfield or you know, people like that performing their magic, and you know everything what goes behind it, but you're still kind of in that mystified about how you know it, but your brain can't grasp it. So my brain can't grasp the time difference of being in 2 different days.
This is true. Yeah. 1 foot in each ground.
Time is relative. It all comes to that.
This is
true.
It's my automatic response. Like, you know, you have an automatic response for email. That's my automatic response to those stories. You just pretty much say it without even realizing. So how are you guys doing tonight? Everybody's well, I hope.
Yeah, I hope the weekend has been good to you guys.
And I'm glad to have you guys here because it's a Saturday night, and we've always tried to bring you guys a good mix of different channels and stuff like that. And this guy tonight, I don't know, I found more than a couple weeks ago, I guess about a month and a half ago. And I like what he's doing, and something different. It's a great concept he's got. And his channel's grown from like a bit of anime and stuff like that to really embracing the Japanese culture and like turning it into like a food channel, you know, within his own city, with his own area.
Yeah, it's interesting. And like Stephanie in Best Restaurant in Australia is commenting about 10 flavors of KitKats. Yeah, it's even more than 10 flavors. And as you've seen on the video of our guest that I tweeted out earlier today, so you can take a look on the stuff that he does. It's quite fascinating, to trying to embrace a completely different culture in a different country and not being in any way connected to it, beforehand, just a pure interest, so to say. But we will talk about that with our guests and see where exactly they did come from.
I think it's really inspired.
Yeah.
I see a question from Midnight Raven. Will the Night Shame? Yes, definitely. And Night Shame's graciously offered. That was really technically the second that we've ever had not work out. It's too bad, but we are definitely going to do another interview with him. It's just been with everything going on the last couple of days, we haven't been able to set up, but we're going to it's probably going to be a taped interview this time, unfortunately. He has trouble with Hangouts. He's using the iMac AirPad, the Mac, Apple, whatever you want to call it, AirPad 2, iPad Air 2, excuse me. I'm not a big Mac guy.
I think we will be sending him Stephanie's way, because Stephanie is using iPad as well for her stream. She has been on our stream with iPad, and I think she would be more knowledgeable to explain how exactly she's doing it.
Hey, if anybody can get them up and running, we're up for it.
Yeah, but we're definitely doing it in this week or so.
My opinion is what's happening is he's having trouble setting the associations, and it might be because of the version that he has with the 2. And it's not going to the default player when he opens Hangouts. It's trying to open it through Safari every time, and that's what's crashing him. So we'll have him on though. We'll do like probably a taped one because we're looking forward to. We were really excited to have him on. Like I love what he's doing, and he's kind of an anomaly too. He's cool, the voice and everything. He was kind of like us when people finally started seeing us, like they didn't know what to expect. It was the same with him. Everybody was thinking like some 50-year-old guy, and that you find out it's this 20-year-old guy, not even from Europe, but living in Cali. So.
Yeah, he sounds so European. I was so surprised that, I mean, he's not natively from California. He's from Portland.
Yes.
But still, he sounds so European. It's amazing. Like, it's crazy. There is some kind of ancestors there, as he said himself, living inside him, some kind of Norwegian, Scandinavian ancestry going on, because it's quite mystifying. But we will definitely have him on, either pre-recorded or if we solve it out in the next week or so. We're in the process of solving it out. Thank you for the question, and stay tuned for more information on that.
Best friend in your thread. The only problem with that is you're going to get a real garbled sound if we do it that way. I would love to do it that way, but we would need a mixer and another computer to be able to run it in to properly hear it. I wouldn't put you guys through it after, especially what we had happen the last time. So I'm hoping he might find a workaround, but definitely in the next couple of days, if not, we're going to pre-record it. He's off school now, so we got time.
I love Panic D's suggestion that when we will get monetized and get all the big money, send out Chromebooks. It would be amazing. Imagine that.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
Chromebook to you, and Chromebook to you, and you get a Chromebook too. Live with Puša Studios. Every guest gets a Chromebook.
Yeah, it could be our first run with OBS. That's true too. That's very possible.
And Panic D, they were talking about that on their live stream that I was on earlier today. That was really awesome, by the way. That after Sean is off work, they would, we would work out the OBS system with them, because they have been using that for a long time. Sure. And I would be their first guest.
It's not that, like, I'm not trying to brag. Like, I'm pretty decent computer stuff. It's just a time issue right now. Like, honestly, with the kids and everything else that's going on at work, I got some other big projects I'm working on too. The live stream is easily 30 to 40 hours a week. I'm just running out of hours in the day. Like even setting up for Night Chain the other night, that's probably, knock on wood, God help us, that was what I think happened. There was a driver conflict. That's why my mic went down last night. So I'm kind of nervous of just getting into anything else, because really the time right now to do anything else, I'm running out of hours.
But we'll figure it out, so no worries about that. I mean, everybody gets their things. We are not a big production company. We are just us here. So with the help of you guys and our heads here, we'll figure it all out. So
but I do appreciate it, because I will have some questions. I do want to, if I'm doing it, I got to speed up the process. So I really do appreciate it.
We will put together Panic D and Cuffs in the same conference call.
Yeah, that's right.
And then we can work that out. And yes, big YouTube money. Ha ha ha.
Because usually when I get into something, like, I'm usually the first one that would go like to OBS. I want to go like right as part of the I want to go balls to the walls all the time. That's usually how I do things here. And I'm just finally starting to admit my limits a little bit.
When are we going to see Amy Makeup and Push a show? Well, does Amy want to be on? The question is,
yes.
Amy, do you want to be on? We can definitely, we're open to all channels. So we just, if you want to be on, if any of you guys want to be on as our guests, please message us on @Puša Studios on Twitter. You can also reach us on Instagram and Facebook if you want, but the easiest way is on Twitter. Message us, say hi, or tweet at us, say hi, I want to be on your show.
That's right.
And we'll figure it out. So definitely, why not? Will you stop that?
You're getting on my nerves tonight, woman.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what happens when you try to take care of your men. They become like hedgehogs.
For anybody else that doesn't live in Eastern Europe, hedgehogs seems to be the answer for anything in life. I kid you not. I don't even still know to the day.
Well, okay. Do you want me to compare you to that animal that shoots the needles? What is
Porcupine?
it called? Porcupine. Porcupine is better.
Yeah, so who wrote Potato Sack? I got to see. I just see it pop up.
Well, if you guys only knew what I'm talking about here.
Thank you, Philip.
Remember the floating gates? Yeah, and cups. By the way, are you talking about big money? I think you weren't here last week when we were talking about it. That we finally applied for our monetization. Thanks to you guys, to our amazing live streams with you, we're going to be able to be more visible in Montreal YouTuber niche. Hopefully, it will help our day-to-day actual business.
Very cool, you guys. Thank you so much.
It's really thankful, and it's great how things like that can actually help into the real life, so to say, business. What we do to be more noticed on Google and on just in the area for if somebody searches for Canada and for Montreal, it definitely is going to help us. So thank you very much.
Bottle Cap said that was funny, Andrew, and then he wrote, "Have you been suffering from stink eye?"
Well, Bottle Caps came into Panic D's show today, and he said Andrew, and once he realized it's not him, it's not you, it was me, never even acknowledged anything I said. So I said I'm gonna take my spray bottle out soon.
Oh my God. I wonder why he didn't acknowledge it.
Well, wonder he didn't acknowledge. I actually was talking to him. I was commenting on his comments about the questions that Panic D was asking.
Okay.
So, and I don't know what happened to Mr. Wildcats. I even asked him how is he doing today, and he never answered. So I don't know. Wildcats hugs.
Sure, Marianne said he was so sweet in our stream.
Yeah, he was. He was very sweet.
Jim Apple's so bored.
Ignoring somebody is even worse than saying something bad, So, but hugs to you, Bottle Caps. Kill with kindness, them all, right?
Jesus.
I said something nice.
Yeah, kill with kindness.
Yes.
I'll be back after these messages.
Okay. Well, I think, guys, this is the last time I'm talking on the stream because once Andrew comes back, I'm probably going to be just in the chat seeing where this is all going to. So it was nice seeing you. And yeah. So today, later on, we're going to have our amazing guest, my Japanese Lifestyle UK on. It's an amazing guy exploring all things Japanese while living in UK. We'll ask him what is the difference between anime and manga. We'll ask him how many types of KitKats he has tried, and what is the best way to make Japanese food at home when you don't live in Japan. If you have any other questions, you can put them in the chat, tag them with Puša Studios so I can see them better. And since I will be in the chat mostly this evening, I will see them anyway. And for those of you who are new in this,
it's this whole production. You think for two people there wouldn't be a production, but guess what? We do have a full production here.
And well, my grandma was an actress, nevertheless. So,
yes, that's true.
For those of you who are new to our channel, we're a husband and wife team partnership. Thank you so much, Bottle Caps. I do appreciate it. I actually did try especially hard for you today, so thank you. We're a husband and wife team based in Montreal, Canada, and during the day, to our business, we'll make videos and photos. And at the same time, we're getting up close and personal with YouTube creators from all around the world.
So she's not going to talk anymore when we're getting up close and personal from the sidelines, or what?
I also love how I'm not taken seriously here. Like I'm trying to explain to everybody what we're all about, but well, anyway, you just watch our channel and you'll know everything about it. So.
There should be KitKat stuff. Says.
Reigns to you. Would you like to acknowledge who are in the chat today?
No, you do that.
No, I'm done with my part.
I'm listening.
I'm done.
I'll just sit here.
So hello, everybody. Welcome to our show.
I'll just adjust the HDMI cable over and over and over again. That's all. Yeah, the cable's still there.
Yeah, I don't know about sushi. I like sushi too. So we'll ask about that too. Maybe he knows the easiest way how to roll sushi. That was a question when we had Chamli Panel on. He's a chef, for those of you who don't know. He used to be a chef in London in 5-star restaurants, Michelin star restaurants. And when somebody asked him about if he would make a video about how to make a sushi, he said, well, that's just too easy. uh, and there was an instant reaction in the chat for that. So yeah, definitely, it's not easy for us, people who are not the chefs, but maybe our guest tonight knows some tips and tricks about how to do it.
I'm loving it, Marianne. You need separate couches. We actually got separate couches.
We have separate couches, separate laptops. I don't know. I think the next step is me going to the bedroom and like joining like a guest, you know.
Station. I remember we said that. What is it? Studio East and Studio West.
Yeah. So I would be like in the chat, and I would be like a guest part. He would probably mute me in 15 minutes anyway, and then you could be able to talk with the guest. I think that works. Not a fan of sushi. Yeah. Well, I like it. Andrew is not too big of a fan.
I eat some of it. I'm not too much into the squid and stuff like that. I'm not the most adventurous on raw fish.
Christopher.
But tuna and stuff like that.
Chris, I like to show something that we have from Japan. Chris, can you bring the box, please, that your music teacher brought in the kitchen?
Yeah.
Thank you. Our son's music teacher, she travels to Japan quite often. She was a couple months ago there, and last year, son asked last year when she was there, our son asked her to bring her son, and brought him. So talking about KitKats, this is another type of KitKat than you are used to seeing. It's green. It's supposed to be green tea KitKat.
Yeah.
We tried it. You tried it too, right?
I tried it.
So what are your thoughts about it?
Next question.
Well, and interestingly enough, like I like white chocolate and I like green tea, but the combination of it was quite interesting. I like the filling. The green part was kind of a bit mildishly bitter.
But it didn't taste like much of anything, I found.
Yeah, it didn't have too much of a taste to begin with. Like it didn't taste too much like a white chocolate, didn't taste too much like a green tea. But it was quite interesting. So she brought him the whole box. We were trying it out. They sell them in this beautiful, amazing, little cute packaging. See? So yeah, and we only tried, one of these tens of different versions that they have in Japan. The question rises, why do they have so many of these in Japan and not anywhere else? I thought it's made by Nestle. Yes, it is. So it's that's the question. Why do they have so many different versions there? But it was interesting to try it. I'm always all for it to try different tastes and different, food, especially like in restaurant and stuff. I always try to order something that I haven't tried because I want to figure out how to make it at home, right?
It's just CJ Brown 24 said, "Wow, that really looks good. I would buy it." It's just that it didn't really. I mean, I'm not a big green tea person or anything, but I just didn't find it tasted much of like anything. It was more like a gimmick. Like,
yeah, I don't know. This is a green tea. It's not wasabi one. It's a green tea, Sakura matcha. I don't know what it means. I know there's macchiato, there are caramel, there is hot pepper. Our guest is going to talk all about it, and so I would like to try it definitely. Hanby says, I hate those small little candy bars. You have to eat 20 of them to equal a full size. That makes you have the guilt of being some. Okay. Well, this is what happens at Halloween. We call it parent tax. Because we go together with kids on their Halloween to get their treats, and then of course they get these hundreds of little thingies, little chocolates, and then we enjoy those little ones even when they're little. Called parent tax.
Having a great chat here with bottle caps. He basically just called my SUV a garbage. Well, Mazda in general, garbage can on wheels. Oh, bottle caps, never a dull moment with you.
Okay, I think it's time to do a Blue Wrench group selfie again. I think you guys enjoyed it. I heard that today and previously as well. There were some comments about how you guys enjoyed doing that. Seeing each other in flesh, so to say. So okay, so let's do it again. Hashtag Blue Ranch Group. Do a selfie of you watching our stream and tweet it out with a hashtag Blue Ranch Group. We'll do that too. That's all started for those of you who don't know. For those of you who don't know, it all started with me saying that I don't know how to make selfies. So every time I do this, I try to be better and better.
Hashtag Blue Ranch Group.
Yeah, hashtag Blue Ranch Group. We just took our picture, and I'm going to be tweeting it out, hopefully faster than usually I'm doing this. Would like to see you guys. And for those of you who haven't been here last week, just search hashtag Blue Ranch Group, and you can see lots of familiar names with faces that you haven't seen before.
That's right. That is a
Which
good point.
Which is an amazing point. Yeah, you get to see people that you usually just see them in the chat. You actually can see their faces. So
I was hoping Bottle Caps will take a selfie because we got him closer. He did one with holding up his logo in front of his face. I think we're getting him closer and closer to getting more of a reveal.
Hashtag Blue Ranch Group. And yeah, and while you're still on Twitter, you can
Mad Russian scientist. How are you?
Oh, I haven't seen you for a while.
Good to have you here. Here, so Xenia's doing that. Okay, I will do the roll call. So we got one cast, one fish. Always I love your channel handle, by the way. 6 in the mix. That's you guys. I don't know. You guys come up with some real creative ones sometimes. Good to have you back. Amy K Makeup. Xenia already addressed you. Thanks to Benjamin's recommendation. So I hope you get in touch with us. It'd also be good. Did Benjamin ever talk to us about coming on?
Yeah, we talked. I talked with him. Yeah. I'm trying.
Wouldn't you guys like to see Benjamin on sometime? Our good friend Benjamin Chavez.
I wanted him on together with Brenda because I wanted to talk about fashion for the summer for men, like tips for what to wear in the summer. So yeah, but we will figure that out. Don't pressure.
No. Best friend in your thread and was tonight because she helped us out right away. So she's living up to her channel handle. Bobby's off to bed. Bottle Caps has made himself quite present here. It's good to have him here. Christopher Spence, always a pleasure. So good to have you. CJ Brown 2824. Always great to have you here. Our guest from last night, Hazy Days, is here. Welcome. Bottle Cap, sorry, we're having a great chat this morning and watching you finish off your cigar box guitar, I should say, full name. Guys, that was really cool. Live stream where he's been building it from scratch, and today was the final day, which he'll be raffling off at £5 a ticket. I think another 2 weeks, he said today.
Yeah, you can go over to his channel and check his PayPal. That's where you transfer your £5 and you're in the raffle to win this amazing piece of art.
That's right. Jim Apple is here. We were having a chat with these Z's and stuff like that. Then asked me about steam trains. And of course, Mad Russian Scientist. So good to have you back. Our awesome friends. Just Xenia watched their live stream a while ago. Panic D Videos. Always great to have you and Marianne here. Philip Cochran, our man, our glue that holds this whole ship together. So great to have you. Terrell, the original, as always. The biggest supporter I think we've had right from the get-go. Awesome person. And the Midnight Raven. So great to have you here tonight as well. So thank you once again, guys, for coming on a Saturday night and hanging out. We're going to bring our guest on in just a minute. So, to the stream. You're still camera shy, Philip. You talk in front of the camera. You're doing it longer than we were. You are our inspiration.
Okay, we just posted our picture on
Bottle Caps. Yes, throw Benjamin into the fire. LOL.
Yeah, we just posted our picture on This Is Us on Twitter, Blue Ranch Group. I would like to see you too.
And it is cool. Like, that is something good that Xenia did bring up. We were talking about it does give a chance for people to see us because sometimes we do this and some of you don't appear in your videos and stuff. So I'm on that video, by the way.
That's good. That's good. Well, let us know. I think Jim Apple is talking about the summer vacation tag video, which bottle caps was tagged into.
Yes, bottle caps. We're still waiting for yours.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's time to send the link up.
Not blue. Blue.
What did I write?
We haven't blown anything up yet, hopefully.
I wrote it wrong? Oh, God. I was trying to see what happens when you try to multitask. That's why you should be doing this stuff. I'm no good with multitasking. Ringing or
Blue Ranch Crew. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, Andrew. You're the best. From Philip.
Oh, you're the
Hot ball caps. You've been tagged into the summer vacation tag. We tagged you in it and talked about it on our Tuesday Tech Talk. Not this week, but the week before that. So go over and check it.
All righty. And there you go, sir. The link has been sent.
Now, fingers crossed that everything works and
the gremlins are all out of everything and we're good to go. So
yeah, all things paranormal will otherwise we'll have
Jewish Redneck Preppers is here. Yes, excellent. Excellent.
Right on time.
Yes, shalom, my friend. Shalom. So good to have you here.
Oh my God. You had such a bad laugh the last couple of times.
Yeah, I know. And we love your channel. I think what you're doing is absolutely incredible. So I'm really glad you're here.
Also, don't forget, guys, to share this out if you can. Push that share button.
Oh, we got our guest.
Welcome.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello there. How are you? Okay.
We're doing great. How about yourself?
Oh, I have been looking forward to this all week. Kind of nervous, like you wouldn't believe, but kind of excited as well. I've been talking about it to my colleague that I work with all the time. I said, I'm going to be on YouTube Live and all the rest of it. And then they're talking to my wife, who's a site, she's telling everybody. Because this is obviously the first time I've ever been on a live kind of feed since I've been doing my channel. And it's kind of exciting that I've sort of, I know you have guests on every day, but it seems for me, it seems like you want me on your channel. So I'm quite excited, actually, and quite honoured that you wanted me to be on your channel. So I hope I can give you an interesting talk and basically tell you what I know and share some awesome Japanese stuff with you, which I know because my wife, which is not here, obviously, she knows a hell of a lot more than me. She's my co-pilot in this, really. I'm this day. What's that? I'm just the face of it, really. I'm the one that does all the networking on all the videos and everything on YouTube. She's the one who comes up with ideas, some of them for what we do, some of this spur of the moment, some of them are planning. We got some really ideas that we need certain weather to do a particular video. Right. So that could happen in the partner. Since we've said this, we wanted to do this particular video. It's not actually rained properly like it has. So, but this is one of those things that will happen. I'm quite busy this weekend, actually. It's been quite crazy weekend so far. My wife went to a conference today as well, so I got up earlier, I took her to the conference, done everything else like that. Come back, got back here about 11 o'clock here, had some more coffee, and this time muster on and actually feeling quite good, actually. I think it's the adrenaline. I think it's like pumping through my veins. So
it's a right amount of coffee now in your blood system.
Right away, we're going to get you. You have the chat open. We're going to get you to mute the video on the YouTube video. Leave your Hangouts open, but mute the video.
Oh, well, I'll close that. I'll close it.
You can leave the chat open. The chat will still run if you pause the video. You can still, if you want to be able to read it.
Okay, let me see if I can add into it again. If
you don't want to read the chat too much, Xenia will be checking on it as well. And
don't worry about the chat. If there are any questions or any comments, I will definitely.
Yeah, because I got a small problem with my keyboard at the moment.
Well, that's no problem. Then just leave the chat to Xenia. We got that all taken care of. So first of all, I want to welcome you. And also today with the conference and everything and the time difference and that, you're a real trooper through all this. So thank you so much for coming on.
No problem. It's very kind of you to invite me to your brilliant channel. As
Well, I
say,
like what you do, and like I'll be perfectly honest, I have a kind of an interesting relationship with travel to the Orient. Like I'm in love with the area. I love the customs. I can't eat noodles, and I'm not the most adventurous with food. So even though I've traveled a lot, Asia would probably put me a lot of times into a bit of a not my greatest comfort spot. But what that means more of why I like about what you're doing in your channel, because we're seeing a lot of channels as everybody's starting to follow each other and grow and all these things. You were doing something that I haven't seen yet, and the idea of trying to live a full Japanese lifestyle as much as possible, like within your own area, and really sourcing out all these things, I find is absolutely phenomenal. That's what drew me to you originally.
Yeah, as I say, it's very hard trying to do that because where I live at the moment, there's hardly anything that's kind of Japanese kind of focused.
Yeah.
So we're already trying to push the envelope. It'd be nice to have Japanese every day, but I'm afraid that does not happen financially as well as like actually going to the store and getting food.
Right.
So we try and come up with different things. My wife is a brilliant cook and she does most of all the cooking. If I cook, it's basically something frozen from the freezer. And there you go, innit? So, but yeah, she does. She's done some really kind of like nice, lovely little bento boxes. She's done all that and different things. She's tried different things. So, and obviously, you've seen we had different food. We've had, we've tried, and it's just trying to get it out there basically, and just share different things because it's not obviously just about food. I'm trying to get across basically it's the culture and the, as I said, the values and everything else, what they stand for. So it's also the channel's very new. I'm trying to mess around with it a little bit and see what works and what doesn't work. Excuse me, and see if I can push it forward and then share different places we try, and hopefully more people appreciate it and try themselves, especially in the UK, because obviously it's not, there is a few restaurants, but mostly in London because we are outside of London. We're probably about 30 minutes by train to London. And basically, if you want it on a full-time basis, you have to go to London. But to live in London is like,
yeah,
it's crazy. You can't, if you live in London, you can't eat.
No,
it's one or the other. You get so we have to live outskirts of London, but we get there. We do what we can, and hopefully it works out. And it's trying to get it on the screen as well, because the stuff I want to get in my head and then put it on the screen, it goes, yeah, that works. No, that doesn't work, and I can spend 2 hours trying to mess around with something that goes, this wastes my time, or I can mess around and it actually works so well. You know, it's because we all can just get a video out and it can get a video out and you go, yeah, that's done. But I'm trying to get a video out that more people might watch in the future.
Yes.
So, and for the long term, not the short term, if you know what I mean. So I'm trying to make entertaining as well as informative and everything else in between, if you know what I mean. So,
and you got your guys' format. I find it's a very nice, smooth format, and it's kind of a bit reminiscent of like in the UK would be like the BBC's news, like Saturday morning news section where they go out and about, but without trying to be something it's not. And that's why I find your videos flow very nice. You can see the work right away you put into them. But you also, you know what I mean? Like some people were talking the other week, like use green screens and all these things, and then it ends up looking hokey. You don't go in that route. You have a way of just making it about you guys, but you don't do the bare minimum. You work with as much as you can with what you have, and I think that's what makes it really nice.
Sometimes an idea comes to the video, this comes to me just like that, and I think, yeah, I'm going to try that, I'm going to do that. And sometimes it takes a bit more effort, and then especially my wife, especially the let's just remember the garden ideas one. We was looking for Japanese ideas for our garden, and we're driving to it, and then my wife said, "Why don't we film what we see Japanese? Because we didn't expect so much we see in the actual garden centre, and we was blown away." So my wife did quite a lot of the filming of that, and then it's just me trying to edit it into a kind of, you see what we was trying to see in one respect, because we didn't expect to see that much Japanese stuff, especially in our local garden centre anyway. So it's kind of different ideas, and I wanted to kind of give you a sense of a journey without boring too much, because every day people have got busy lives and they don't really want to watch a video that goes on for 40 minutes. You know, we all busy lives, you know. 7 minutes, I'm trying to keep it to 7 to 10 minutes in a whole, really.
Yeah.
So even if you don't watch all of it, you watch half of it, and then it's something. If you're going to put all your time in for an hour video, you're going to go, there's somebody's only watched 2 minutes of it. This seems a complete waste of time and effort for everything. Yep. So I'm trying to give it my time and effort. Like, I would like to watch that and really enjoy it. Yeah. Especially the music. I really take time, and especially my wife, we take time to choose the different songs that go with the actual videos as well. Yeah. So I don't just pick out that I do, but some songs I go click. I like it, and I keep listening to it. And I'm bobbing around like a good one while I'm actually editing the video. So I know it works well with certain videos, but it's, as I say, it's one of those things I'm trying. I seem to be doing quite well, because originally I started it with this gaming.
Yes, that's what I was going to ask you about after. I want to get into that as well after.
Yeah, there is a story. I have got loads of different stories. The problem is my brain and my memory is shocking. I have to do, if we're going to do something and I'm really focused, I have to do it straight away. Yeah. Sometimes I'll write it down, because I'll go, what was I doing? You know what I mean? I have so many things going on in my brain. It's unbelievable.
That's a guy thing. We're not very good at multitasking, and memories are second least.
No, I'm actually shocking with that. She'll tell me something. She'll go, have you done this? Yeah. No, you didn't, did you? And I'll go, yeah. You know, it's like a routine. There's some things like that. It's like, I have to tell myself, because obviously I start early in the morning. That's why I don't actually catch in your live feeds.
Well, of course, no.
So,
a hard time.
Because normally I normally watch all your live feeds when I'm driving. So kind of like a sort of podcast, like I watch a little bit, but listen to it mostly through different cars I drive.
That's so cool. We appreciate that. We have no idea how much we appreciate it.
I think your channel is actually so, but it's not like normal videos you watch. Obviously, different ones that I've put in some of the videos I've watched. They're great in their own way, but you also seem to have something different about it. It's very relaxing. There's very, you can talk to you, like, as you say, when you were saying, talking about you were in the same room, or you just gone around somebody's for a coffee, and you all know each other. It's like everybody knows your name kind of thing, you know?
That's really nice of you to say. Thank you so much.
I appreciate it so much.
No problem at all. It's as you say, I actually enjoy the next day. I go to myself, well, what am I going to listen today? What the guest's going to be today? And the guests I've had in a few days come up to this have been brilliant. You know, each person has their own story. Everybody has their own different way of doing things.
That's right.
And some people, what you can do is brilliant. I sort of like hopefully put it all together and hope it all works. But I just get blown away. And I have a little list, obviously I'm driving. So I drive most all day. And I have a little list of what I listen to. So I listen to that one, then I listen to that one, then I listen to that one. And then you'll go, now I have to put the comments. When I stop, I have to go, oh, does it like comments? Because obviously I have to remember what I liked about that video, because I've just seen it. I was going, now, what was that video? You know what I mean? I do about 100 different things all at once. sometimes I should just focus on one thing, but my brain does not work like that. It wants to do 100 different things all at once. So
I do the same thing. I watch somebody's videos sometimes, and I'll go to do something, and I come back, the tabs are still open. I'm like, oh, what was that about? What was that about? And then sometimes I even got to rewatch, like, you know, a couple of minutes here and there to jog my memory. I'm like, oh yeah, that thing, and I can write it because I feel awful. I have a bad memory for that.
Oh, I used to say with on chats as well. As I said before, I am dyslexic, so it's not a disadvantage. It just causes me issues with technology now. I'll normally, if I'm going to make a message and I can import a message, I normally speak to Google.
Yep.
And most of the time, it gets the right word out. But this is one of my disadvantages with trying to make videos and talking normally. That's why I'm very vocal, talking with my hands and talking next. I don't have to write anything, you know. So
I think you do it quite well.
Well, I try to do. I'll just say I'm not perfect. Like anything else, not perfect.
Don't ever set the bar that high.
But I really think it's a very good message also for people, and maybe for especially for kids who are growing up with dyslexia, to see that it is not, as you just said, it's not something that gets in the way. Not at all. You just adjust accordingly in order to be able to do it, the same as other people adjust to what they need to do. And I think when you told me about that, I thought it's so great that you are vocal about it, because there are people out there, and especially kids that are growing up, that might not see it right away that way, and seeing you doing these videos, you know, this channel about this amazing subject, and having dyslexia and not struggling with it, doing it, so to say, I think it's so inspirational.
And it's not just the kids, it's also the parents raising those kids, because some of them still come from an older generation, you know, and they hear dyslexia and, oh my God, they're not going to be able to do this, and it's not the case. So I really like we both really like what you're doing.
I got on that kind of subject years ago. Obviously, you didn't have as much as you had now, because you've got a lot more help now.
Right.
Back in the day when I was at school, there's like you had nothing. So you just think, oh, you're not very good at spelling, you're not very good at writing, or things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But as you go on to today's market and today's school time and everything else, they've all got a set pattern for it.
Yes.
So a lot of what I do, a lot of it is self-taught. It's trying to learn different things, and oh, that works. Now let's try and remember doing that, and that works. So certain things that is, oh, we can do that. I can do that now, and that's brilliant. And when I actually do a video, so I've done the video and everything, and I watch it back, I just think, look at that. I've made that, or, you know what I mean? It just brings the old, it feels like I've achieved something. I'm trying to share my message with other people. And lately, people have been checking my channel out, commenting, liking my channel, which is fantastic.
Yep.
I'm doing quite well, actually. I'm just trying to take it one video at a time. Because there's not enough hours in the day to go and do videos and work and then edit and everything else, because I'm afraid I can't just do a video and that's done. I like to make sure it's completely perfect by different things on there.
Yep.
And it gets to, sometimes I've taken nearly 4 or 5 days to do one video, and it's only on for about 5 minutes, but at least I know I've done that video and it's gone, done. It's there, it's on there. And people have really been so positive about the message, especially my food ones. The food ones, which I was trying to give you a sense of me going to this particular place in Westfield in London, because we've never been there before. But I was trying something different, because I have a new camera, which I'm still learning to use it, and I'm going, what's this button do? No, that's no good. I can't use that. And it messes up some of the video and different things. But I've seemed to have a knack now. I've seemed to have a formula, basically, what to do. As soon as I get into that kind of zone, you can just do it. Because sometimes I start doing a video and I start talking, and then I seem to lose focus or lose a word. So you go, okay, sort of swear and different things like that, and I go, oh,
Yeah.
let's start again. And I could do a video about 4 or 5 times before I even go, and it's like I ain't going hello, welcome, and it's not even the main bit, you know. And at other times, I can just continue like say anything, and it just flows. The whole video flows. I think it's just the moment, and what this is where my brain goes into what I'm thinking about and what I'm doing. So
when you're inspired, things can take off. And if you sound a lot like I am, as soon as things kind of hit like a bit of a bump, we kind of go down harder than some other people. It takes us a little longer to get back and running again because we're perfectionists. We don't like that moment down instead of just going on.
Yes, the KitKat video, that you see the challenge, that was such a headache. It was unbelievable. I had my friend come over. It's the first video he was in, and I asked him. He was very gracious to be in it. My wife was recording, but the sound strange using the camera was turning all the voice into like, you know, when you speak and then it pauses and it speaks.
Yeah.
So you couldn't actually hear nothing. And I'm going, I've got my friend to come over. We've done the video. I can't really go back and do the KitKat video again. And I was like, I just wasted the KitKats. But I sort of fixed it for some strange reason. It just come to me. So, and it was a lot of fun to do that video. A lot of it got cut, I'm afraid, which is really annoying because we did have other KitKats, but you couldn't hear it, and I wasn't happy with myself because if I'm not happy with a video, I don't put it out there because you got to love your video before you share it with other people to them to love it.
Well, yeah, it's a song or a painting or anything.
Yes.
Do you still have the chat running on YouTube? Because I'm hearing.
I'll have a look. I don't think so.
Because we can hear ourselves. That's why.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Let me have a look. I've got.
If you got the Hangouts window open, that's good. Now I don't hear myself, so something changed.
For some strange reason, I had 2 Google Hangouts open. But I've only got 1 Google Hangout, and that's it. I've got nothing open now. Because I agree, I hate hearing myself as well. You know, it's, I don't know, I just sound weird, and I thought I can't hear myself talking. You get that feedback, I understand, yeah.
You're okay though now? You're okay for you? You can hear us okay?
I can hear fine, yes.
Perfect. We can hear ourselves good. Sorry about that. Yeah, because once the delay starts, then it's hard for us to keep thoughts, so I apologize for that.
No, don't you worry about that. That's probably my mistake.
I go to the KitKat because I'm going to tell you right now. So some people that never seen your channel today went, and of course, once you put out the promo video, checked you out. And before you got on, there was big talk about the KitKat video. That was a highlighted scene for everybody.
Yeah, because I also posted it on Twitter today, just as an introduction.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Just as an introduction. That's why as well, because I was fascinated of the amount of them, because I thought there's just a couple of different ones. I don't know if you've seen. We were showing our son's music teacher brought.
Yes, flavor. Yes.
Yeah. So, and I thought, well, maybe there are just a couple of Japanese like special ones. But then when I seen your video, I'm like, oh my God, there are so many.
The one in the video you've seen is only a small little sample. There's so many different flavors which I need to get, because obviously I think we need to do another one in it, because we enjoyed it so much doing it that I think we want to do another one. Is to taste them up, because there's like strawberry cheesecake flavor. I know obviously wasabi, which is not the nicest flavor in the world.
I wouldn't think it would be.
Yeah.
And the thing with Japanese KitKats, it really amazes me. Everything that you see on the KitKat flavor, which I've experienced so far, is actually taste as it should be. Because there's many times I've gone into and have, this is this flavor. It tastes nothing like it. So experiencing some of them, the green tea flavor was weird, because it kind of has like a leafy flavor aftertaste.
Yeah, it was the strangest thing. Like we were trying to, like we were saying, you probably heard in the chat. It's not that I'm a big green tea fanatic. It was this odd combination of kind of there and then not there, and then spikes of something that shouldn't be there.
It's very mild, so like barely there.
But the aftertaste, he's right, kind of spiked, but not the taste you're expecting.
Yeah. experience?
I think this sake flavour, which was my favourite, it did actually taste like sake. It was really like really alcoholic kind of thing. It was really tasty. Obviously we had a blueberry version, which you didn't see in the video because that was strange because we was having different KitKats at the time. Well, obviously it was blindfolded, and I was just thinking, you know, different flavours you have, and you're thinking, what is this flavour? And my colleague next to me, my mate I work with, he goes, I don't know, I ain't got a clue. But it was like some flavours you didn't really understand what the flavour was, but others you knew straight away.
Yeah.
Strawberry was really lovely. I did like strawberry, but it wasn't my favourite compared to the other people in the video. But you know, I think it's just one of those things, and we will do another KitKat video in the future.
Oh, you have to. The chat is blowing up. It's just like, yes, you have to do it. The second part, we need it. We love it. So definitely, everybody wants to see it.
That's good to know because I was so psyched to do this KitKat challenge. When we got the KitKats, we waited nearly a week to do it because it's time constraints and everything else. I wanted to eat the KitKats then, and then I was going to do it with my wife, and then we didn't. We couldn't do it. Then I thought, blindfolds, what a brilliant idea. And then I wrote to my work colleague. We did it. It was such a blast to do. It was just so much fun. We had so much fun just basically enjoying, trying to guess what it was, having fun.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, that is what you do with YouTube as well. You can enjoy what you're doing, and then hopefully it comes across in the video as well.
Yeah, because it's always a crapshoot when you throw everything out because you pour your heart and soul. I was going to ask you, have you seen some of our older videos before we started the live streams that we've done?
I'll be honest with you, I do watch your channel a hell of a lot, and I need to watch more. The problem is, like, time as always. I've seen some of your I've seen a tiny little bit of your videos, some of your like trains and different things are really well done.
Oh, thank you.
Because obviously I love listening to you while I'm driving as well, because I always listen to something when I'm driving. It's hard to actually watch something. I can listen to you and get what you're doing, and then actually watch something. So it is there. It's on the back burner. So.
Yeah. Well, you see some of the train stuff in that. Like, I mean, that's why I just wanted to like, because some people that have joined us lately don't realize even that we've done these other ones before. And I mean, it's the same thing. I don't know how many videos I've scrapped. I don't know how many times she's had to talk me off a ledge, like after 30, 40 hours of like intense editing. Because I'm like you, I've scrapped everything. I want it to be the way it needs to be. And I'm never happy with my work once it goes out. I sit there and just, I should have moved this a bit more. I should have darkened this a little bit. I should have waited another second. And I feel a camaraderie there when you're talking about making videos in that part. It's like a baby. It's like writing a song. It's like a painting. You know, you want your very best when you put it out there because it is a crapshoot. And some people put out amazing work and still nobody sees it. So you got to be happy with what you did to even have a chance, I believe, of getting noticed.
But the problem we've got in the chat, which I can't say at the moment, which is a bit of a shame. I'll try and get it up in a bit. There's some of the people on the chat now are from a particular community which I started joining called the School Squad.
Yeah.
Fantastic support in that group. It's unreal. These people all have their own skills, all have their own kind of way of doing things.
Yeah.
It's hard to give enough credit for these particular people because they all have all different things. I don't go and start watching YouTube videos, but I watch the beauty videos because of the people that do the beauty videos or have such a personality in themselves. And you learn so much from that person from all different around the world. It's amazing, really. If I have a the problem is names definitely escape me. It's really bad. I know some of them, but if I can have a list, I go, yeah, these are the people. But you have different game ones, and you have, as you say, Ben's probably in the group, and Amy.
Yeah, Ben is in, yeah.
They're really lovely people, and they have fantastic stuff. Ben's stuff is brilliant. His videos are so good, and you can learn so much by just watching a small video. You think these are like promos for shops, which they should
Yes.
Up on these small YouTubers and really get that sponsorship, because these people, they're obviously doing it. Oh, mine is this sharing in Japanese, but these are only actual products people buy it and say you need to check out. This is what they need to know. All the small YouTubers. That's why I try and get small YouTubers noticed more and get more respect for what they're doing, because it's quite hard to do a YouTube video in the first place and trying to get your message out there, especially when you first time doing it. It's scary shit, you know what I mean? It's going back from my first videos. I was starting doing game ones. I only done voice because I thought it's like, oh, I don't know about that. And then I was doing some games, and then I was doing some movies, which is the animated movies. And then me and my wife were discussing an idea we had way back, not related to Japanese, that we should do food reviews. We should do where we've been and give reviews and hope people go and visit it. And then obviously the Japanese kind of sort of thing took over when I started watching a particular film. Your Name was one of the main ones I started watching, the animated film. I was blown away by the whole thing, music and everything. And then I started doing that. And then I started watching YouTube videos of Japan. And when you think about it, you go in the back of your mind, I've always liked Japanese stuff from back then. I didn't actually notice it. I don't know if anybody's had that.
Yeah,
you know,
yes.
You know, from way back before I even done YouTube, way back, I've always liked Japanese culture. I've always liked Japanese like art, box art. I'm an old gamer as well, retro gamer. I've always liked the Japanese box art, the boxes, compared to the UK ones. UK ones are so boring; they've got no feeling into it. But you get to Japanese box art, you've got some passion there. You've got the taking time. Everything's been thought about it. So you get that kind of thing, and obviously then goes to the art. I love different art styles by Japanese, even the words, which I can't speak a word of Japanese, I'm afraid. My wife is better than me. But I love to speak Japanese, but, you know, one day at a time, I think.
That's right.
But it's this basically everything about it, and obviously the values and then the culture, and definitely the way, especially when you watch some of them movies and anime, and definitely the films from the anime, you see the emotion. For me personally, I see the emotion. I see the actual. You see they're going through. You can actually feel the emotion, and I love the Japanese voices. I don't like it when it's dubbed to English. I'd rather have it in the Japanese as intended and just have English subtitles, because the emotion is so much more powerful and much more. I don't know. It seems better, but that's just me, because this is what I like. You know what I mean? So
I haven't seen a movie yet that I like. I always want subtitles. We're getting our voice again.
I haven't got nothing open.
That's so weird. Yeah, because it was gone.
All I've got is
now
I've got an idea. I think because my phone is on as well. If I turn my phone off,
that's what happened probably.
Let me turn that off. See, that is.
We'll do a test. That's perfect. There, where it's all.
Is it better? Oh,
that's perfect. Yeah. That makes sense with the phone. Yeah, because mine does the same. Sometimes they won't connect. Thank you so much.
That's all right. That's all right.
And I mean, I know because you're for the Japanese culture, but in any foreign film, I never want to hear overdubs. I always want subtitles, because nobody will be able to reproduce the emotions in that language. And secondly, it's always never going to have the same flow to it. So especially you that's so impassioned by the culture, I could see where that would be a complete turnoff, you know. Yeah. You'd rather watch it 5 times and have to read subtitles that maybe you might miss 1 or 2 like I do. But it's still well worth it to do it that way and keep things going.
Yeah, the way this does it, because obviously the Western market compared to the Japanese market, you have like sensei, so the teacher, and different things like that.
Yeah.
Sensei sounds so much better when you listen to it than you're saying, "Hello, teacher, we was in English dub." This ruins the whole thing for me. It's the same with Japanese music as well. I haven't got a clue what half they're saying half the time, but they're so catchy. It's so moving. I can listen to some of this music over and over again.
Yeah.
This touches you, or it touches me anyway. It touches me. This brings that kind of heartstrings, you know.
Well, that's nice. So it's nice when you, and like you say, I get what you're saying. You know, you were into it before you even realized you were into it. So that's pretty cool, like that.
But I also seen in one of your videos you were talking that one of your favorite movies is Kill Bill, which really takes place in Japan. So you have have all the connection to Japan all through.
Kill Bill, yes. Kill Bill was before I even thought to this idea. Kill Bill is a fantastic film because it's basically focused on that, and the manga in that as well. It's so graphically done, obviously, but this is how manga gets away with sort of things because it's so violent. You would never see half of that in a live feed kind of scenario. So it is pretty cool, and obviously Kill Bill is definitely. I think the first one is far superior to the second one, but
I agree with you.
I may get some hate for that, but it's my opinion, my views on that. I do like that. I think Kill Bill.
You got your back on that one.
Yeah, I like the first one too.
I didn't realise. I think it was supposed to be one film, but he cut into two. So that's what I think it was. But that's my thoughts on that.
It was so over the top. It was like in that anime style, so over the top that it just draws you right into it. You know, it's like a comic book literally coming alive, more than they've ever done. Like trying to revive a comic book in the States. That one felt like a comic book coming right off the pages.
Yes, definitely. I think he intended it to make it anime style, like you were just saying, just turn it into like real TV.
But he made it happen, is what I'm saying, compared to a lot try and spend a way more money on the budget and CGI and stuff, and don't even come close to what he did there.
No. This is probably with certain films now. You've got, especially some of the anime and some of the manga. Some of them are so passionate and so like. Getting involved is unbelievable. Attack of Titans, if I've said it right, because my wife, I have to say, my wife's brilliant with titles. I know what the film is, but I try and think, is that the right wording? I have to think to myself, am I saying the right word there? But that we see that in the cinema, season 2, and the emotions from when you see it in the big screen is amazing. It's the music, the emotions from that. Obviously, it was. Japanese and obviously English sub, which is fantastic. When you see it on a big screen, it's absolutely fantastic. That is so gory and so violent. I don't think that you could ever have that kind of actually in a British cinema if you had that as a live thing. I know we have got the live films of both of them. They're okay, but they're not as good, obviously, as the manga part, you know, I mean, as it should be. So,
but I gotta say, Xenia's gonna roll her eyes when I do bring it up. We found one movie, like some of the movies that do come out of Japan. There's another side to it too, and man, they take bizarre.
Oh my goodness!
You know which one I'm talking about? I forget the name, but it translates. And it was something. Was it The Morning Cow or something like that?
Something like that.
It was the weirdest movie, and it wasn't just something seen by two people there. It was this one where this guy misses his wife so much she passed away. And he has this routine at a farm every morning and does all these things. Except, no, the cow died. Was it?
Yes, the cow died. Yeah,
and he replaced her with a girl. And he goes out every morning and this girl is doing it to keep him happy. And it wasn't some like off-the-wall porn video. It was actually a major movie. We found it through IMDb.
It's not explicit or anything.
Yeah, we're watching this. And we're literally on the couch like this. Like, and we're not the easiest. We're not offended by it, but we're like this. Like, you know, like, what did we just get ourselves in? And you can't look away. It's like a really bad car accident. You know, you want to see where this is going.
The whole concept just was very
it started off with a whole morning of him walking out into the barn. It's misty. You can barely see the mountains behind. And there's this nude girl standing on all fours, and he's like, no, and she's all upset, and they're translating.
Again, it's not a porn movie. It's a full feature movie.
And it's like, what did we just sign up for here? You know?
Yeah. Because we like watching like other like movies from other countries
a
lot,
exactly.
So that's why it's quite interesting. Yeah.
I'm quite amazed by that because we've seen a few, obviously not like that, but I see the series Supersonic. If I said it right, I've cut a few figures, but it's a video game which I know it for. There was a TV series on Crunchyroll that I started watching. Now, their main feature is her boobs. and that's a main selling point, obviously.
A lot of anime, yeah, tend to favor.
Yeah, but it wasn't. It was the story and that sort of little stories that were doing it, and then there was the end credits that I was blown away. All these end credits were different and how they done it, and one that's still fantastic, which I still love, was the Michael Jackson Thriller version. They actually done a little like montage to it, and I thought it was actually brilliant. You wouldn't get that. I don't think you'll get the same kind of passion to it. It was cheesy. Some of them were really bad and the cheesy, and you know what it's about and everything else. But it was this escape. It was this escape for 5 minutes. It was only 12 episodes. I watched it all, and I thought, yeah, I know the real reason why it sells. Yes, but it's funny nevertheless. There's a lot of strange ones that we have seen on Crunchyroll. My wife, as you say, watches lots more than me. I'm always seem to be in here making videos, and I don't seem to be watching stuff more. So I'm more doing the ideas and then trying to edit it on here. So she's out there or upstairs doing what she's doing. I'm down here. So I like to watch more, but you know, time always seems to be against you to what you need to do.
I found the movie, by the way. It was called, I found on Wikipedia, A Lonely Cow Weeps at Dawn was the name of the movie.
I have not heard of that one. I probably will have to check it out by interest now because you've mentioned it.
It's interesting. Yeah, I'll send you the link in Twitter after here if anybody wants to check it out. What is Crunchyroll? Because I've heard a lot about Crunchyroll, like Linus Tech Tips, all those guys. A lot of times, Boogie and them, they have like Crunchyroll discounts for their. What is it? Is it worth as well as it sounds? I
think it's really good for what it is. It's anime in general and manga, things like that. But the way it works is because you get the stuff that comes straight from Japan a day later normally.
Right.
So you get all the new series that's in Japan here.
So
it's a day late. So it's all kind of got their own thing. So you basically, I don't know if it's different in Canada or America.
No, that's the same thing. Yeah.
But certain things, obviously, maybe you can't have in the UK because licensing you've probably got in the US and Canada, and vice versa. But it's a brilliant. There's so many different. There was a weird one on there, right? Well, I've been watching it. It's basically they're horses, but they're not horses. They are. I don't know the name of it top of my head. They're kind of like women that are trying to. It's hard to explain because
I know some of those are really hard to put into words.
You have to watch it to actually go, really?
Seeing is believing.
Yes.
Well, Asian culture in general is so dreamy. It has no pattern like ours does. And I used to work for this music company. We had a huge trade show in Anaheim every year for music company. Big, 4 stories. But the bottom floor was the developer's floor. And that's where you get all these new Asian startup companies. And the translations were ridiculous because, like, it's like buy this pedal, rock like the big guys, something like that. Them, it's like feel like you're flying through a horse on a rainbow as it goes through clouds, stuttering away as you whip away the dandelions. Like the title is like 3 lines long, because they directly translate everything.
I can't believe how they go from the magazine or the graphic novel to actually the screen. Especially some of the particular films they've done. The work that goes into some of these are absolutely mind-blowing.
Big money.
It's amazing. And obviously, a lot of people haven't heard of it because obviously a lot of people think anime is no good. But some of these are so powerful and things. We saw which I did a video on called Erase. That's the yellow, right? That was a TV series on Netflix. Now, we got the Erased box set. We just had time to watch it. And then we see it on Netflix. And we thought, oh, no, let's check the live version out, the TV series. It's actually fantastically shot. The way the whole story progresses and the way it's been shot, which I love this different shoots and different things, especially the weather and the way they take a nice little shot of it. It's fantastic. It's just a great story. And it's like a kind of time travel murder mystery kind of thing. It's hard to explain what it is, all these different things. If you had a synopsis on it, you'd probably have it like a big book to tell you what it is. I can go, oh, that is it. You know, it's some of them you have to watch just to see what they're all about. And I highly recommend that one. That was fantastic on the kind of
you really know your stuff, man.
I wonder sometimes why in a later, like in the last couple of years, the Japanese culture in general, and especially like anime and mangas, people are watching it more and more. It's more out there, like you know, PewDiePie and people on YouTube and even celebrities are watching it more and more. What has led to such a deep interest for it?
Personally, my opinion is you got this culture that you shouldn't be watching this and you should be watching this because it's kiddish or anything else. I think people sort of relaxed or don't care what people think. Well, that's my impression, because at the end of the day, you have to enjoy what you like watching, regardless of things. You can't all be like the same people watching the same program after and after and again. It seems a bit samey. I think it's got more what's in it? It's got more susceptible in today's society. I think more people are acknowledging how good they are, or it's not like geeky, because I'm obviously geeky anyway. I've done share saying I'm not geeky, but I think it's more in today's society that it's more well known and there's more sections. I don't know what this section like in Canada or America is like, but the UK are getting there slowly of a bigger market, especially with film releases and other stuff. More and more now, it's coming out of the shadows more than it is like it was before. As I say, this is still very early doors for me as well. As I say, we only started doing this channel. I started doing the channel, I think, November, December. And started focusing on it more. So I do get a lot of time, more January, February, because at one point I was putting all the like time into it, and you wasn't really getting any like feedback or anything like that. Which is, as I say, it's very hard. This is why I like helping small YouTubers and getting noticed, because when you spend like 3 hours doing a video and getting the courage to do it, and no one watches it. It feels like you get a knife in your back saying, well, what you've done is rubbish, but it's not. It's just people have not seen it or they don't know about it. That's why I love Twitter as a medium to share different things.
Twitter is a very powerful tool. We push it here all the time for that.
I can't recommend how good Twitter is. Compared to different, obviously, Facebook and Instagram, all these other ones have their own kind of, like to say, fan base and how they push stuff, because if you put a YouTube video on Facebook, hardly anybody's going to see it. Instagram is this obviously for focusing on your pictures and different things like that. But you put something on Twitter and you put a few like hashtags on everything on there, you may get more success. Lately, I've tried to give the thing that if you're going to share other people's channels and not focus more on the numbers and people watching it, I've tried to forget about the numbers now. It's really hard, because it's good when you get numbers, but when you feel like, really? Why is you subscribing in the first place? What's the point? You shouldn't have done it in the first place. But I love the getting more numbers, but what I really love is the comments and talking to different people and just going through, they're going, I've seen that, or thanks for recommending it, or yeah, one of the main ones was the food one, which is you make me hungry now, which is kind of my intentions really, trying to get that out, because what you were seeing is what we were seeing, because the particular one of what we've done in the park was a small little shack. It's not a big company, small little shack near us. The food is out of this world. It's cheap as chips, value for money. Everything is there, and I could eat that every day. It is so lovely. Okay. But it costs money, obviously, in fuel to get to there and everything else. If I had one that was close, as I said, they're saying we might put one in a local town, but who knows? If it's there, I'll get it all day long, because it's obviously so I don't know. It's you taste the flavors and you taste different food, and it looks like love's gone into the food. When you get there's certain food I've had, like get a sandwich when you're away, get a sandwich again. You know, you eat it and you go, I have to eat it because I need food.
Yeah, I was starving. I had no other choice. It did the job, and that's it.
You know, it's the same with coffee now, because we have certain coffees now. It's quite amazing because we've been to America as well. We've been to Florida and different places like that.
Okay.
And before, let's get this right, trying to remember. I was a big coffee drinker anyway. My wife was not a coffee drinker. And then we went to America for the first time. I said, you need to try some of this coffee. We don't stop drinking American coffee when we can. We actually ask people, when they go to America, bring some Dunkin' Donuts coffee back with you, because it's the flavors were out of this world. We had strawberry shortcake flavor. We've had pumpkin spice flavor. These are not syrups. These are light. And this having the flavor is so like it's not heaven in your mouth.
Yeah.
You know, compared to the UK equivalent, we get fobbed off again because it's not a big market here. Yeah. We do have Dunkin' Donuts in the UK, but it's not the same.
Yeah,
everybody says it's not the same, because I think it's the creamer. I think it's the way you make coffee at that part of the world. From what we get in the UK anyway, you know, it's different. But was quite lucky because somebody went to visit somebody in America and they bought us 2 big bags back, which is very nice of them. So we're going through that at the moment. But other than that, it's like we need to get some Japanese coffee, because I had some when I was in London at the time. This is like a take, and it was like the flavors it's unbelievable, you know. There's these different kinds of flavors. I have like a thing, and I go, that is the bee's knees. that could have been good, but it's not good. I was joking with my wife actually, regardless of just today while we was at, we meet a few people as well after the conference as well. So at a meal, we was talking about different places we eat and places we don't. I have a rule, which is if we go somewhere and it's awful, we don't go back there. We don't go back there, because it's like, what's the point of spending money at a restaurant and going,
lost our connection.
What was the point of that? You know what I mean? I don't want to pay money for crap food. I want good food.
Yeah.
You know, I can just go to any place, you know. So certain experiences we've had have not been the greatest. And we can joke about it now. It's this sort of kind of thing. But mostly Japanese food we've had at the moment has been top level. Especially the one in the park. It's this up there, and it's like we've got so many different places to try. In the future, there's a few other ones we've got. I know there's a particular show in London called Hyper Japan, which is a massive festival with everything in there. So that'll be very interesting to do. We have tomorrow. We're doing a video that's all Japanese cars, all different Japanese cars. I don't know what's there because we've never been. So
we got some car guys in the audience. So I'm going to get you to elaborate a little bit on that one, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I'm still very new to this, but I'm assuming it's kind of like cars from Tokyo Drift. If they're Fast and Furious cars, something from there. Kind of like the culture, you know, looks like a noddy car. I can't remember the name of it, but it looks like a kit car, really weird looking car. That's going to be there. You're going to have all different kinds of Japanese cars. I assume you have some Skylines there and a few other ones. I'm not too sure. Until I go there, I don't actually know what to expect, because when you look online, there's nothing really, hardly anything about it. So it could be brilliant, and it could be like a waste of time. But
you don't know unless you try.
Exactly. That's always my motto. It's like, if you don't ask, you don't get. You know, you're not asking. So, but that would be quite good. I think they might have some Japanese stalls and food there. Hopefully they will. Hopefully we can pick some up in there. So
I'm going to take you a little bit to this. Usually I ask this question more at the beginning, but I'm going to ask you now. It's my famous question I ask everybody. We're not Jerry Springer. We're not here to make anybody cry. We're not bringing anybody out from your past. We don't do that here. But I just want to take you back, and I want to go back to where you feel comfortable. If it's elementary school, toddler, high school, wherever you feel like starting, and just kind of tell everybody a little bit about your story to where you are today. Like, just paint us a bit of a picture about the man behind the videos.
Well, making the videos, or how I got to making the videos, or basically because I'm an only child, basically. My dad left me when I was very young. It seemed to be frowned upon back in my day, so you kind of have to deal with that at school. Kind of had that on my shoulder all the time. School wasn't really the favour of mine. Bullying was definitely on the agenda there, and it was pretty shitty. But I got through it. They are then, and this is now. So it's not the greatest time in my life, but you move on. And then I saw it opened up a college, the talkative sort of person you see now, really. That really was my, because I was really quiet at school, really quiet. All I wanted to do was survive. I didn't want to.
Well, sir, what about your dyslexia at school?
They didn't really talk about it, really.
But it was affecting you, though?
Yeah, massively. From exams, everything. Because as far as they're concerned, I something wrong or anything else. They didn't really know anything about it.
Yeah.
And it kind of like puts a dent in it, because you know the word, but when you look at it, you're going, what's that word? So that sort of like, it didn't really hold me back on what I wanted to do in life, but it sort of, it basically puts a dent in for what your confidence. And
yes.
You know what I mean? You think like everybody's like judging you and things like that, but they're not really. You're letting the energy in. So lately, I don't really let that bother me.
Right.
And so obviously, college is definitely, you meet more like-minded people, get to talk to people, and they're not always like on your case all the time. So that was quite, excuse me, that was quite like a more breathing sign for me. So college was quite good, and then obviously you move on from that kind of front basically, and then I basically wanted to have my own shop at one point. So I basically went into doing a retailing course at college at the time. I'd done what you're equivalent. Do you call it university or? Yeah. So I wanted to do that, and then I wanted to have my own business, but it was kind of like I didn't actually have. You couldn't get the capital to have my own business. I wanted to have an old, like a video game shop that I had, kind of old retro coffee shop, everything else in between, and spiral the main things. The idea was there. We had the name. Everything was there. It just didn't work out. So
it happens.
It's one of those things, isn't it? So, and then carrying on forwards, hopefully, if I didn't do that, the job I went to, I would have met my lovely wife. Or we've been together. She told me today, because the conversation come up. 20 years now. So.
Wow!
Congratulations to you. Benny's going to be asking you about your wife in a minute and how you've met and everything. So I'm giving you warning. You can talk about it now, or you can wait for her to ask you.
I could talk about it if people want to listen. So don't, you know, it depends on want to listen, because how we met. We obviously met at the work. I delivered parcels for a living. She was at college, and she done it like a part-time thing to get more income.
Right.
And I used to go in every day and see her every day, and we used to joke around. I used to like just talk at different things, and then she was leaving, and I think she was leaving. I don't know. I think she's going back to college, and we said, "Would you like to go out for a drink?" And she agreed. We had Shay's phone numbers, and basically we decided what film to see. I think it was I can't remember, Austin Powers' The Spy Who Shagged Me. Film. So we see that, and it kind of has, since then we've had ups and downs, but we was only discussing this earlier today with some friends that we met in London today, that it was just like what we've actually done when we've been together, all the different adventures we've actually had and everything. You know, sometimes you look at some people and think, oh, they've they look like that a lot, and then they ask you what you've done, and you have done loads, you know. So, but yeah, so we got married in Clearwater on a floating chapel as such.
Wow.
Wow, that's so romantic.
So it's pretty amazing, really, what we thought about, because we actually thought at the time, who's the wedding for, us or everybody else? And we thought, us, let's do it. So we decided to go and do it. There wasn't many people at the wedding. We didn't expect that. We didn't want to know that. So we got married in Florida. We obviously went on the floating chapel. Obviously, the Gulf of Mexico. We stayed in Clearwater, which is fantastic, so lovely. And then obviously we see the tours of the rest of it. It's pretty amazing, really, how we got. And then obviously you just go from there. On the subject of this channel, I'll give you a little story how I got into social media as a whole, if you want to listen to it.
Yeah.
I was big on Instagram probably last year, massive on Instagram, with my other name was called Mr. Coconut.
Okay.
I came up with it because I always like the problem I come up with coconut because I always like coconut water, and I'll keep forcing people, yeah, you need to try coconut, it was really good. And it said a funny name. So I started just sharing my retro games and different things at the time because I didn't really know what I wanted. I still knew I wanted to do Japanese stuff, but I wasn't too sure. So I was doing all different things. Me and my wife were doing different things, and we come up with a particular thing called a coconut crate, where we send stuff to different people on Instagram, like randomly, just send them stuff that we put loads of stuff in the box and then send them out, and then we call it a coconut crate, and then they open it up and they go, oh, all different things. We did that for a little while. The problem with Instagram is people all want an Instagram is numbers. That's all they care about. I think was trying to give something back to the community, basically, of instead of was trying to share some love. Was trying to things. It was an idea that a few of the people we wanted to do. We wanted to share some love back to the community and what we found. So we found some stuff, some retro stuff, and we just shared it. Louise made some stuff, so we put it in there, and it was a great buzz. But the problem with that particularly, it wasn't going anywhere. The next day come, you do everything. Nobody's interacting. Everybody wanted was just a picture of a game, and you get more response and everything else. So it seemed like we were wasting our time as such on doing that, which is a shame, really, because we had a great idea that didn't really pan out. So I sort of left that for a little while, left social media, and we're talking different things. And I said, I really need to get back into doing videos. I really enjoy making the creation of them.
Yeah.
And I thought,
oh, just one second. Sorry, we got a bit of our. Oh, we're hearing the echo again. That's what we also want to tell you. Keep coming back. It goes away for about 15 minutes, and now we're getting it again on your. There, it's gone.
It's gone? Yeah.
All right, let's see. Yep, it's all gone.
Cool.
I think you got a ghost in there or something. You hear that paranoid panic D? You better go and check them. Sorry, we had a problem. My son, I think, was on playing his games, and that was cutting our internet down. So we had 2 breaks in the internet, so we lost you for a minute. So.
Oh, okay. No.
When you can't afford an expensive studio, this is the secondary thing. You're stuck with us and this stuff. So sorry about that.
Oh, sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, we didn't interrupt you.
That's all right. That's all right. So it gives me a bit of a breathing space. As I was saying, yeah. So I basically wanted to get back into actually into YouTube and everything else. And as soon as we started, we started watching obviously Japanese films and anime and all the rest of it, and we're having lots of Japanese food. And me and my wife discussing what could we do if we could like promote Japanese stuff in the UK and try and give awareness that you can get Japanese stuff if you want, and the cultures and everything else. So I thought against doing it. I thought it's a great idea to do it. A lot of fine tuning at the first, because I'm trying to get the right balance of how I feel comfortable talking on camera. And it's much more easier now than it was, if you know what I mean. When you had that, honestly, you may understand, but when you first do a video, it's going to be bad because you ain't got no clue or anything. I was always worried about, this is where it gets a bit worrying about, is the negative comments. Now, I think nowadays that if you get negative comments, that means that you're more famous because everybody's saying it, not this I think everybody's you're more famous than you are, if you know what I mean. Everybody's seeing your videos, and not everybody's going to like your videos. So you can't please everyone, can you? So I thought of doing it, and I've possibly gone past that and worried about if I get a negative comment, that means I'm doing something right because people are seeing my videos. So I try and look at the positive now, more positive. Everything's more positive vibes, more giving something back to people. Because a lot of people take that time to watch my videos. I like to share something back. So I like sharing other people's stuff and sharing, like, on my videos that you need to check the other people out, not just watch my stuff. So on a whole, it's basically, I've gone to a happy medium. What I think I want with the channel basically is sharing what we enjoy, hope people enjoy it, and then sharing the shit out of other people's videos. And hope other people see it, because I can retweet the cows come home, you know what I mean, until people actually see some people's videos, because some people's videos definitely need more appreciation of it, because you've got all the big boys and everything else just put a crap video out there and you get 1 million subscribers or 1 million views. Well, you know, somebody's put their heart and soul into a video and they get 30. So
It happens, but you know, it's, and I agree with you on to it, and we're all working together. Like, this is why we're doing what we do. This is our way of kind of contributing to it, was to start this live stream and do it this way. I'll be honest, we were in some group, we backed out of them, and we've kind of set up a forum. We call this like a no gang color zone, because the simple reason, then we had a group come in, and then the other group didn't want to come in because that group was here, and it was that. So that's why we kind of decided to kind of like go neutral. We call ourselves Switzerland, because it's the only way we could kind of get everybody in the same room. And I think that was part of trying to bring some order, not order, I don't mean that, bring some peace back to everything, you know, so then we're all working on the same page.
More positive vibes, more like more good vibes.
Yeah, you know, and yeah, and then, you know, like, I like what some people are doing, but as soon as you say like what one's doing, the other one gets offended, then they're messaging us and all pissed about it. So that's why we just, one day I lost it. I made a video saying like that was the end.
I haven't watched that yet. I was going to see that, but I thought that maybe it's not going to be a good video. That so,
it's very emotional. Well, I don't know. It's very energetically.
Yeah, I was pissed that day. I was royally pissed. Like, I have no qualms about it. That's why I disabled chat, and I had to get some things off because I would never let our channel be used as a puppet. I'll shut it off long before that.
No, I agree.
And that's what's starting to happen, you know. Yeah, I know, Hannah. She put her hand on my leg. She gets it. See, even when I think about it, I get riled up.
Not the right day for it.
Yeah. I think we should forget that and carry on for something else. I definitely agree. It's kind of things, when you get something in your bonnet, you need to shout, because obviously you can't get it off. It's just brewing and more all the time, and you need to get it out of your chest to let people know that we don't need that kind in a group, or we don't need that kind, because not be funny, some of Facebook pages, some of the groups, I'm not disrespecting anybody who takes their time to do that, but you go in a group and you want to share your video. Now, give you like a list of things you need to do before you can do it. You don't want to go through, have I done this, have I done this, have I done this? All you want to do is share your video and then obviously watch other ones. You don't want to go through a list of stuff you need to do before you can post a video. I think that's what Facebook gets molded up with people to Facebook. Yeah, all they want is people to watch their video, and that's it. They don't want the interaction. They don't want the community, because at the end of the day, it's the community and it's the people that make the watch times and everything else. Because anybody can click a button and say watched it and commented. It's, if somebody's actually watched the video and going, that was great, I do love that bit and I do love that bit, then you know that somebody's actually watched some of your video and you're not this saying it for them to go, please check my channel, please check my channel out.
Yeah.
You can get it day in, day out.
I can see Xenia's eyes, and she's right too. We're gonna have to move off that subject because then we're gonna get from somebody else that we didn't discuss their stuff. That's why. So maybe we'll keep the.
It's not a good day.
Yeah.
So
today. Yeah. It's not.
Wink, wink. It's not a good day for it.
Yeah. That's why.
That's
yeah.
a good idea. That's fine.
Donnie, we can't start flashing too many of them, okay?
Yeah,
guys?
not today, please, guys, please. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't any riff in the group. I didn't mean to do that. That's not my intention at all.
I know. We know that. That's why, and that's why I was saying to you.
Yeah, there are some things going on.
I'll be the bastard on this one. It's all on me.
Yeah.
So I can live. I got shoulders for it. It's all good. No, because that's exactly what happens, and that's the whole point of why I don't want anybody feeling left out. So
yeah, no drama free. We're all nice and zen. Let's take that.
This is why I have not seen the chat yet, because I don't know what's going on in it. So
then take my word for it.
Yeah. It's just it's all good. Some people are getting on the talk because everybody, of course, is boiling over. I'm talking about it, but we're not talking about it.
Yeah.
We are today talking about you and your channel.
So what else would you like me to talk about?
Well, I guess the part was really is like, because we've been talking about Japan. It's more. You mentioned something a while ago, and I didn't get all of it, but you were talking about like listening to Japanese music and sometimes, or even just your music for the videos that you incorporate.
I like all different kinds of music, which some of my other videos I've told about. But Japanese music, I've seemed to have a love for it, because sometimes you can't understand what they're saying, in English kind of thing, but you know what it is. You can't understand what they're saying, but you know what they're trying to say. It's more passionate. Some of them are really good, especially from the anime films in general, and they're really catchy and they're really quite emotional. The one which I love was from Your Name. The music on there is phenomenal. The way that I've listened to them live on YouTube, I've done it, and they've just got something about it that really appeals to me. It really, I don't know, you have certain music that really makes you feel good and energized and everything. And obviously, not everybody has that kind of but it's really great. Some of it is really good. And some of it is like, really? What is this? But I don't listen to Japanese all the time. Is there something that takes my eye and, I listen to that while I'm driving? A lot of this is when I'm driving a lot, because obviously I drive all day, on and off basically, so I have something in the background, because some of the radio stations are a bit boring, so I listen to mostly YouTube and music I have on my playlist and different things like that. So
because I want to ask you about the music and about your I'm trying to think of how to put this, because
Ben's saying hi.
Yeah, Ben. Yes.
Hello there, Ben.
He's an amazing guy. We love Ben.
He's awesome. It's actually awesome.
He is, yeah.
Your love of the whole encompassment of Japanese culture, is that stem because okay, I'm gonna try and word this properly. You told us a while ago you were an only child, correct?
Yep.
And you had some struggles during school.
Yep. Yeah.
And you didn't feel like you really came out of your shell more until you got to college. So do you think through that time you became more of, I don't want to say a dreamer, because a dreamer, everybody thinks that's lazy. That's not what I mean. But people who are like an only child and having those times of school tend to grow very vivid imaginations, like a comfort zone. And it seems like that's what you've done with the Japanese culture as a whole. You've painted it to be something inside of you. It's not just the music. It's not just the food. It's not just the anime or the decor. It's everything together.
Yeah,
and I think so. You built that up for yourself. Like,
I think it takes a lot, because obviously it takes a lot of time and effort to put yourself out in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Or guys sort of ridicule and hate and all the rest of the people don't like. But I think it's always been there. I thought it's always, since that time, I think I've always had that kind of like love for the whole thing. And I didn't actually know I actually loved it as much as I actually do. Which takes you ages to actually find what you actually enjoy more. Because obviously we all have different things that we enjoy more doing. I think it is stemmed from that kind of thing. I think you're right there. I think it is. And I think you you go on day to day and you try and do everything, write a book on everything else, and you trying to carry on. And then one day you decide, why am I doing this? I'm not even enjoying this. I need to do something I enjoy doing, and not worrying about what people think. I've got that later in life, I think, because you have that image that you're not fitting in. You're not fitting in. You don't need to fit in. You need to be yourself.
That's right.
So being yourself is half the battle. There's no point trying to be something you're not, which is half. It's quite hard to actually say, well, I don't like that. Don't agree, because everybody goes in. You can go in like anywhere and go, oh, did you see this? Did you see this? And you do, yeah. You're not really interacting. But when you actually speak to somebody that's passionate about certain things, as well as you are at certain things, you feel a connection with that person. So I have a connection with certain things, especially which my wife tells me off very much, because when I go into certain things and I'm really passionate about something, I can be there for ages. And just you like go and do some stuff. It's just, are you done yet? It's that's kind of like that kind of way. It's
well, that's what's cool about YouTube, and that's like, and I'm not trying to boast our chat. I'm just taking our chat as an example. There's lots of examples of it. I look in the list, and everybody that's here, we have you on tonight, the different guests, and compared to the people that we talk to in real life, quote unquote, if you want to call it that, or day-to-day life, versus when we talk here, that's what I love about this. I have so many people that are so passionate about everything they do, even if it's something that I don't know a lot about or not even the most interested into. Everybody's here is coming with that same amount of passion for what they are. And I love that. It's like everybody has this time to kind of just let go. Okay, their coworker doesn't understand it. Their wife doesn't really get it. Their best friend thinks it's a bit weird. But here, nobody cares, because this is what they're here for. They're here because they love makeup and they love everything about it. They love carpentry. They love beekeeping. They love, it's the full gamut. You're a great example. That's why I love your channel, because it's so individual, not the norm. And that's what I find so cool when I'm doing this. And I catch myself sometimes thinking, I just love this passion. I enjoy these conversations more than I enjoy a lot of them with other people in the day-to-day world.
I agree. I'm seen to be quite addicted to your channel lately, and a few other ones. It is, and I think because what I'll go next and in the morning, I get up in the morning, obviously you've done the live feed at that night, you've done the live feed, I'll put it in with watch later. First thing I do when I get after I've done everything else, I get in, I'll put it in, go and need a good car, because obviously I drive different cars for a living. I connect it to the Bluetooth, put your station on, and I drive to London and I listen to it, because it's traffic anyway, listen to it. And it's just a nice release from the day-to-day grudge of people going, who's cutting up who, and everything. It gives you a nice feeling, and you don't care if you're stuck in traffic, because you're listening to something very pleasant. And the guests, I cannot stress enough how awesome these guests are. I've seen, I don't have enough time to watch all these videos. Obviously, you've had the paranormal people.
Yes, and geeks.
Sorry if I forget anybody's name, please forgive me, but it doesn't go unnoticed. A lot of these channels, if I could watch everybody's video all the time, I would, if I got paid for it. Because the problem is, it's like this, they go out this way. The paranormal one's a fantastic idea. It's brilliant. And then you've got I think it's Donnie's as well, UK. Yeah. His channel is brilliant. They've all got their own kind of mark. And you wouldn't have found it if it wasn't for your people like yourself that give your time to share with other people. This rolls on everything, isn't it? It rolls like you're sharing something else, and they see it, then see it.
Yeah, it's
a fantastic feeling. And as I say, me watching it every day, it's like a routine now. And I don't do things by routine. I'm far from that. But it's like a routine now of different people's videos, and especially I have to give the shout out to Small Squad, because their videos are brilliant and in so many different ways. You know, I just have a click list now, and I'll just go through a list. When a new video comes out, I go click, and then you watch it, and then you appreciate the time and effort they've gone into making these videos. And it's now Amy's video. She did the first live feed, which I obviously couldn't see, but I was in the middle of London listening to a live feed And she's never done one before. It was a fantastic experience to listen to her. Because as far as I'm concerned, we do talk in the our group, in small talk group. But as far as I'm concerned, you think, oh, she's this a makeup person to say, but she's not. This just gives you a whole way of what she's come from and where she's been. It's brilliant how people just open up on, and it's just, you get more respect for these people's time and effort, and it's a great, you feel like you're actually speaking to them on the phone and they're talking to you in one way, if you know what I mean.
I love this. You're making me smile from ear to ear right now. and the two that you were talking about, Panic D and Donnie Show, they're actually listening to you. They're in the chat right now as well.
They're all good. I just say, one of my disadvantages, which I don't run on about, because it's trying to remember people's names and saying it right. So it's one of my things. I don't want to say any people's names without offending them.
No.
You know what I mean? I'm this is sound weird because I'm on your show for ages, and I still don't know how to pronounce your name of your show. Is it Pusa Studios?
Yeah, Puša.
Puša. That's it.
I don't know if you've probably heard us by now that Xenia's from Latvia, and that's a Latvian name, so that's why. But it is tricky one. Her name is tricky. Xenia's name is tricky. Our business name is tricky. Why we picked it was A, to name it after her mom's town as a kind of tribute, but B, because we live in a French province, they use that hat, as you've seen, over the S. But in French, it's the other way. They call it a roof. And they're very picky about their language. So we were always hoping when we put on business cards, French people would think it's a spelling mistake and look at it more and then realize us.
I just think it's just like trying to tell people, and it's where my downfall is. I've just got to go copy and paste. Can't tell them because I might get it wrong. You need to check this out. And it's like, it all goes down to certain things. Firstly, your confidence and what you're trying to get out to be, because you don't look like a fool. This is another thing of my downfall, is trying to look like a fool, really, when all I'm trying to do is just share some love for people. So this is where it goes a bit problem when I'm doing some of my videos, and I'm walking around like I do with live feed, some of them, and I'm going, no, that is wrong. I said it wrong, and I need to do it again. Sometimes I can get over that barrier by just putting a nice little font down there, and it solves a whole lot of problems because everything's written down as it should, and I haven't pronounced people's names wrong or anything like that. So it's trying to
use a script at all when you're doing yours?
I don't use no scripts. It's all as it comes.
Because I was going to say that, because with dyslexia, I was thinking it would be very hard to do script, like focusing on the camera, trying to read off of something at the same time. I would find it like, I can't get to this day how somebody can vlog. I have the utmost respect for somebody who can turn on a camera, look at it, and start. That terrifies me. It still does.
Whereas when you look at something and you're trying to say it and you're thinking, is that word? And that's that word. If you're trying to portray it across to somebody else and you're saying it, it's wrong.
Yeah.
And you feel like if you just say it, if you just say it and you've got no script and nothing, and then you know you made a mistake, you made a mistake, but you can't copy something and then you may have said it wrong or things like that. So I try not to do that as much, and I try to not talk too much in videos, because on my videos, I don't want. I've seen many videos in the past that have the longest intro in the world. They have like a video that goes on for 40 minutes, and there's nothing on their channels. But we all have busy lives. Your channel must be brilliant, but you're not getting the bums on the seats to see your work in the first. You might have a brilliant 10-minute segment, but you may have 40 minutes of other stuff to go with it. Why not just show the 10 minutes feature and hope, and then more people will see your work.
Yeah.
I think people think they put an hour's. Don't get me wrong, if I offend anybody, I do apologise. If you put an hour video on there, and you think you want to get monetized quicker, it's not going to really work, because nobody's seeing an hour video, because it's not a motion film, is it? No. You know, it's supposed to be escape from everyday life, isn't it?
I preach to everybody, this is the best time of your life, because God help you if one of a million of us actually do make a huge amount of money on it, and that's about the odds. It's not going to be it's nowhere going to be as fun as you're going to have right now doing what we're doing right now. It'll never be this fun ever again.
This has been the highlight of the whole week. Every day I've been talking. I'm going to be on. I'm going to be on live. I'm going to be on live. And you know what I mean? It's very surreal. This is very surreal for me. It's like, because I just going and I'm going. The old ticker was going at first, but it's sort of relaxed now.
Well, do you remember how many subscribers you had when you came on with us tonight?
200 and can't remember. 290, 289. I think last time I see.
299.
289.
289. Yeah, I thought it was even a bit less than that. That's why I wasn't sure. I thought it was 285 because you're at 296. So we usually don't do this here, but guys, if you haven't subscribed, he's 4 away. Let's get him to 300. We this is very rare we do this here because this is not what we do.
I feel honored.
But you know what? We'll do it. We do it every now and then just for the fun of it. It's a Saturday night, so we're gonna let's try to get him 4 more views, guys.
It's very kind. As you say, I do answer everybody that joins my channel. If you leave a comment, I will answer every your question. So
he is a very good follower. I promise you, he definitely looks at your channel and he does make very good on-topic comments. And
I try my best.
So I vouch for him there. So
you will get some positive vibes, sir. You will get positive vibes from me.
You do.
Flabin Epic said, "We are so happy to have you. People are really amazed by your story. They love having you on here."
Very kind.
Yes. Thank you so much. They're really enjoying the conversation. And
I had this fear that I was going to be quite a boring guest.
No.
I had this fear that I was just going to go on and talk about anything, but I hope I haven't. And by the comments, I haven't, which is really good. Yeah.
There you go, guys. You got 3 more to go. So
it's so awesome. It feels like. Honestly,
I was telling you on Twitter, you know, everybody is nervous at first, but the first 10 minutes passes and usually it all goes away.
Yeah, it passes fast, you know.
It's quite amazing, basically, that I seem to have this many people, because obviously I did a big thing when I got 100 subscribers and I thought, blimey, I got 100 subscribers. Now, it's amazing I'm getting nearly 300. And I just think because... I think it's just sharing a part of you, basically, and people want, I assume. That's it. Another one. Also,
yeah, we got 2 more to go, guys. You're amazing. Just 2 more. We'll be like the telethon. Just 2 more reports.
The Pirate Adventures says he's awesome. I love his videos. Polynesian says that you have good vlogs.
Thank you very much, you lovely people. I've checked out the. As I say, I love to check more of your videos. I love to do it all the time. I do check it out. I do go on there, and if it's a new video, I will watch later, and I will listen to you. Because obviously, I do watch a lot of your videos, but I listen to it as well. And I'm really interested in some of these people's channels. It is so you learn so much about other parts of the world that you wouldn't see from if you went there on a holiday. So it's just pretty amazing, really, on different things, and definitely products as well. It brings. I don't know how to explain, really, but you could just go around the world. Ah, Carl, that's awesome.
You guys, you're almost there. One more, just one more. If you know somebody that you think would like his, oh, thank you, American Trailer Park. You subbed, amazing. Thank you so much.
Very much.
Thank you. Donnie says you're amazing.
There we go. We got 300. Excellent, guys.
You're awesome.
There you go.
You're so awesome. Thank you so much.
Donnie Shaw Show said, not bad for a Southerner.
I try my best. I did try my best. Oh, look, this.
You're already spinning over.
Yeah, Donnie is from UK as well, so
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean.
Is he up? I can't remember. Obviously, is he Northern or Wales? I forget if he's one of the other.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he's around Leeds. Yeah.
See, I went to I did a trip the other year and I went through that area, but I didn't go south because Xenia's always wanted to go south, so I'm saving that. So I went down to like Liverpool, down to Nottingham, and then back up again, and then through Wales. But next time we're going definitely when we're together.
I've been to Leeds on the train. We met some really nice people out there.
Oh, Yorkshire. Sorry, Donnie's from Yorkshire.
Oh, I do apologise. Sorry, but yeah, there's some awesome people out there. So friendly down there compared to some people in London, which are not the friendliest people in the world. Because I live in basically a county outside London called Essex. Essex, yeah. They have so many different languages. It's unbelievable in Essex, really. You meet so many different people. It's unbelievable. But it's quite amazing what people you can see on a daily basis, especially on here. The different people, the interaction with people you can have, and how you talk to, how they give their story in a video, which is pretty smart. I've seen so many different food videos, and if I get this right, Colorado Martini, which I've been loving her videos.
And she said hi to you, by the way. That was
oh, hello there. I really do need to get this the chat up really, because I need to say hello to these awesome people, because
she's going to be our guest coming up, right?
Friday, yeah.
Next Friday, yeah.
You know, I'll be watching that, but hopefully I can get live. But as I say, it messes up with my time clock trying to get up at 5 in the morning every morning.
We know that.
Yeah.
But at least it's on a week. It's on Friday night, so at least you have the weekends. So.
Yeah. If it is, I'll try and I'll best to get there. I will.
Just watch the replay and say a big hi to her. She's.
I will definitely do that. But I'll see if I can try and.
Oh, she's gonna be on with her husband.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Yes.
Because she does have it. She did have a live feed. A live feed that obviously. I was preparing myself for this major one, so everything else was like put to the side because I need to focus more on this one. It was like the event that needs to be happening, you know. I mean, it's like we go to the conference in the morning. Yeah, she's done her bit. We've had a meal. Yes, come on. We need to get home now. I need to prepare. I need to prepare for this. You know, it's like I've got the coffee. I've got this. I've had probably about 3 or 4 coffees now. So
I have to wish Patsy Houlihan. Patsy Houlihan, she just got 800 tonight, so I want to congratulate you as well. Well done, Patsy. You so deserve it.
I've seen a few. As I say, I've got so many videos to catch up on. You know, you get a video and you need to watch that, and you put it to one side of the watch later or the things, and then another one comes out, and another one. I was like, I've missed 2 or 3 videos of that person, and I can't catch up with that particular person now. So this is a problem with getting all these awesome people you follow. You don't have enough time to check all these channels out, and then you feel bad because you're being selected to certain people, and you feel like if I don't watch this person, maybe they might subscribe, which is not a major issue.
No, but still, though, I get where you're coming from. We get the same thing. We're dealing with that. I call it YouTube depression, and it does get hard sometimes. Because I take it to heart. I've always tried to watch. As soon as somebody commented, I go right back, watch another one of theirs, keep them all rolling.
Yes.
And I'm not saying, but with the live stream and the way we've grown, it's getting to the point where I finally had to start using the heart. And that was something I struggled with the first time I did it. And I was for 2 days, I'm going to do it. And then I went back on our day off on Sunday and spent like 14 hours going back and watching everybody, some replying. And it's finally, I'm like, I just can't pull it off anymore. We break it up between each other. So even live streams, when we're done tonight, we'll go on different live streams. She'll take one, I'll take one, just to keep seeing other people and letting them know, you know.
I don't know if it's okay, but I've actually got the chat up now.
As long as the video's paused, it's perfect. The chat keeps rolling.
I think I have, yeah. Hold on here. Let's see if I can.
Yeah, we don't hear ourselves, so you must have it paused. So that's good.
I have got it paused, but trying to. I'm going through the list of awesome people here. I'm quite happy that you've got 38 likes here and 23 people watching me jabber on, which is fantastic.
We were up to what, 29 a while ago, I think.
Yep.
It's pretty awesome. So obviously you've got all these different people on here that I need to check out when I get off here later. I will. If I'm not subscribed, I will.
This is one of the hardest nights. So.
Is it?
Yeah. So
they feel better. Is that there anyway? Because I was going to do like during the week, but I thought that might be a bit too much for me.
No, you got to work. I mean, we always say real life comes first. You know, then we don't say it just as a catchphrase. It's the way it is. We're not getting, none of it's getting rich off this. Nobody's merely making any money if they are making any money. So why kill yourself over something? It's not.
I'm curious, and obviously you see all these videos about how much I got on YouTube and everything. I'm curious of how much you actually make when you get to that goal. Is it hundreds? Is it $10? Is it £100? I'm still baffled at how much you're supposed to get.
We have had no qualms about it since the beginning. Puša Studios is a real business, and all we ever wanted to do from the beginning was to monetize because we want our name to be more relevant when people search. It's not for the money, but I wanted it for that simple reason. I've never lied about it, never tried to hide it. It is what it is. We actually monetized the other day. I don't know if you knew that.
Obviously, I can't monetize at all, so I haven't got that.
Well, we only had 42 subscribers in February, and we only we had 50,000 minutes watch time lifetime, but we just lost a bunch of them because it went through the 365 circle.
They changed it as well, didn't they? They changed it at one point to make it even harder for the small YouTubers, which is
240,000 minutes, which comes up to 4,000 hours within the last 365 days. But in the last 60 days, we got 218,000 minutes from doing live streams.
I think I need to do some more food videos, don't I, to get that up there. I think so. It's getting there slow. And as I say, it's not really like a map. It's not a race really to get there first. Really, I'll get there when I get there. I think I've got a happy medium for what I'm doing at the moment, and I'll keep on doing what I'm doing, and I will learn more as I go. And at the end of it, it will happen. We will be going to Japan, so there'll be this undoubted sort of videos basically from there anyway. Yep. So we are talking about it. We have been talking about it. I think I need to set up a fund. I need to set up a fund, like get us to Japan fund or something like that.
There you go. Why not?
Set up a Kickstarter or how is it? GoFundMe. GoFundMe page and attach your YouTube channel to it.
Yep.
I think it could be definitely on the cards. You know, it seems like we're talking about it, and we're planning it, and we was doing the other day, we're just checking the flights, and we're just checking like the accommodation, different things like that, and then when we can go is the best time, and all these different things. We've just put it into action. It's obviously we're trying to do Japanese stuff on a daily basis, and I'm afraid it doesn't always work out that way, because obviously you're not going to go out into Japan and you've got everything there, haven't you? So
it's not just like an hour road trip or anything, you know.
It's a few hours.
By the way, interesting fact: Susie's brother lives 6 months out of the year in Japan.
Susie,
the Susie channel.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So if you ever decide to go there, you can probably ask Susie for suggestions.
Recently, I've had Susie channel actually check my Twitter. And she's actually subscribed to me on Twitter just today, because I didn't have a greatest signal on my phone earlier today, so I couldn't really reply or do anything. I was like non-existent for hours for some strange reason. And then I was getting these messages coming through, and I couldn't reply quick enough. And then I get your message from you, certain different things, and I'm going, how long has that been on there? And I hope they don't mind me replying late. And I'm getting all paranoid because I didn't want to mess up your schedule and different things like that. But everything turned out all right. So that's the anxiety kicking in kind of thing. It's me thinking of things that never going to happen. So, but it basically is what it is. So we'll keep doing what we're doing, and I think we're going to do a giveaway soon anyway. I think what my wife was thinking of doing is probably making something, and probably you know the cup. I don't know if you've seen it.
Yes,
it's the Starbucks cup. She's probably going to actually do a giveaway. I think she's done all the different characters from certain films I like.
That's amazing, by the way.
Thank you. She's so talented. You wouldn't believe she does things. We're going to probably do a giveaway. I don't know if we get to 500. but we're going to do a giveaway worldwide of anything you want on a cup. Along those lines, anyway. We haven't going into the great details of things.
I can bring up the Social Blade page again to try and get you another 199 before we end.
That would be pretty awesome, usually, wouldn't it? But yeah, that we're definitely trying to do something like along those lines, because obviously we're just trying to give something back. I'm trying to think what to give back to the people that watch us, you know, and trying to think. But obviously, I could like to do more challenges and more like Japanese food try tests and different things. And there's so many different things we want to try. We might even try and get some Japanese food for the supermarket and then start cooking it and then see what it's like compared to buying it from a restaurant, maybe. I don't know if that'll be anything that anybody's interested in. It's hard to get different things of what people wear. I know people like the food ones. And all those different things.
Can I give you a hint?
Yeah, sure.
If you can find any way to do anything with the KitKats, that's your best bet.
Yeah.
Not with the cup, but a KitKat is going to catch. It's tonight. That's what everybody's on fire about again.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. You do whatever you want to do. It's your channel.
It was more than I thought it would be, actually, because all we thought it was like us just eating KitKats blindfold. I thought, and for the video, what we did have planned would have been a bit more. You would have seen more of us talking, joking with my wife and everything else. But it was a problem with with the technology that they had, the camera, for some strange reason, jumbled the sound out, so I couldn't really use it. So we will definitely do a KitKat video in the future.
No, but a giveaway, if you were looking for something, I would. If there's a prize,
I've been thinking about the KitKat giveaway. It will happen. I think I will. I actually feel like we're gonna, as I talked about the old coconut crates. I think I'm doing a crate with different Japanese and.
Oh, that'd be a good idea.
That would be amazing. See, Susie Channel, by the way, she was first she was asking where exactly to Japan do you want to go. Then she asked to show the cup that you have again. It's amazing art, she said. And then her brother is a famous martial art kendo player, which is martial art in Japan. That's why he goes there. And he brought her a whole bunch of Japanese treats home. So she's going to be doing them on her channel as well.
I will check it out.
Yeah, that's amazing.
On this subject, on where we want to go, we was only discussing this the other day, and it's an open canvas, basically. But obviously, Tokyo is definitely on there because we want to do Tokyo. It was the famous crossroads where they do it, the lights and everything else. But I think my wife loves Disney as well. So I think we'll probably go to Tokyo Disney. And I think it's hard to explain what we want because it's so early days yet. And there's so much we want to do in such short time. Because I think we only can afford a week or like 12 days to go there anyway. So it's trying to get what we want to go and where we want to go and everything else. But definitely Tokyo. Definitely want to do shopping. And that goes out there. She definitely wants to go to Disneyland in Tokyo to see the difference because obviously we've been to the Florida one. And the culture. There's a list that's as long as my arm of what we want to do. It's
there you go, my friend.
It's so kind, people. You're so kind.
Oh, I'm just glad. Your channel deserves it. Like I said, we don't do this very often, but you do deserve the coverage. You know,
it's so very kind of people. Yeah, obviously, you don't know how much this means actually, and it's one of those things. Unless people know your channel and your story, I suppose they give you. You don't know what to do, and because at the end of the day, everybody can put put a camera on and talk on it.
Yeah.
So it is really appreciated, and I will try and make more.
I use the example here all the time is how many times have you walked on a street corner, like for you, we'll say in London, and you've heard a guy playing for change that has more talent than anybody you've ever heard on the radio in your life. But that's unfortunately the way life works. And I'm not saying it to say we deserve to be where we are. That's a fact of life. And trying to get big on YouTube is the same as trying to have a music or an acting career. And that guy might have missed his appointment that day. He might have been drunk. His mother might have been sick. They just never heard him. There's a million reasons why.
It's this choice that you take as well.
That's right.
You have your destiny, what you want to do.
Yep.
It all depends if you want to actually do that in the first place.
Yep.
Because everybody can give you advice, but it's only you that can actually say, "This is what I'm doing." You know, it's.
And you got to enjoy it while you're doing it, because the chances of making it are so slim. If you're being miserable here, you're just wasting your time. If you know, it's not like, oh, we're going to do this and we're going to get rich in 6 months. It don't work that way.
I did know a few people say I want to do YouTube because they say I get money, and I didn't think it's the way to go. Everybody thinks that doing YouTube you're going to get rich, but they don't know the other part of it, all the rest of it, the video editing, the equipment that you need to buy, the sound and everything else. I still need to buy a decent mic as well. I've got most of the editing program down to a T now, but which I did not have a clue on. When I first started, I was using iMovie on my phone.
Right.
And now I've gone from iMovie to Final Cut Pro, which is a bit of a jump, really, if you think about it. But everything everybody can do it. If I can do it, everybody can do it. You basically just got to have the tools and have the passion to do it in the first place. You can have that goal, because sometimes I'm so itching to do a video at work. I can't wait to get home and do it. Yeah. So it's like I'm not even hello to Louise, my wife. Go hello there. I go straight. I go straight in there sometimes, and
the beeline. Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like. I have a buzz because sometimes I'm in doing videos at 11:30, which I should be in bed.
Yeah, it's hard.
It is. The wife goes to me, "You need to go to bed." I said, "I know." You know, it's the same thing. I don't want to name drop anything, but my wife's doing a book. She's making a book.
Really?
First time.
Talk about it, please.
Yeah, I really need to send you if you want to. I'll send you the link to it. She's making a book from scratch. She's got a WordPress. She's trying to make it because she's doing experiences that she's experienced from her childhood into a book, and she's trying to help people into a book as well. So it's kind of like she's upstairs doing her stuff. I'm down here doing my stuff, and it's like trying to have time to do everything else, if you know what I mean. But hopefully, because she has sometimes that nobody's seeing it, or because she's nearly finished the book now, I think. She's trying to do a blog for little parts of it, and then.
Oh no! Oh. Are we down though, or the chat's still moving?
Yeah.
Can you, maybe a little battery. Sure. Yeah, because we're still good. Okay.
Oh, you can see us.
Yeah. Okay, sorry guys, we weren't sure if it was us or him. It's hard to tell sometimes. Oh, Happy Canadian shared the link from his wife's unboxing.
Yeah, because she does Japanese crates, and I have never heard about these things before. We had a Happy Canadian family on.
Yeah, no, exactly.
That's quite amazing.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope he can make it back on.
So it's him, not us. Okay. Well, yeah, I hope he can come back. That's okay. Maybe he'll have to replug in or something.
Yeah,
We're still here. No, because I just I closed everything. I'm like, oh my God, it's not us again.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed he can come back. He is so nice. He's so down to earth.
Yeah.
I mean, and I know he was so anxious about coming on.
Yeah, I know.
We were talking about it last week, and this week we were talking about it. And I know you guys are so awesome in the chat. So I was telling him that you are going to have no problem here. Yep. Everybody's so amazing, and you guys are. That's so cool. Yeah, see, he's a nice human being. Exactly. So amazing. And I just love, I think what he's doing is so niche, unique.
It is. That's what I find so cool about this.
Yeah.
He's found this unique idea, and that's what caught my eye right away with him.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, Rainbow Man, it's great having you back. It's been a while. I hope all is well in that. Everyone in one swing. Oh, we have a pop-up here. You're back.
Welcome back.
Sorry, for some strange reason, my internet's going really shit. Excuse the French.
Don't worry about that. We had to go out on us 3 times. What wrong with you? So don't feel bad.
I feel really bad. It was like, oh, what's going on?
No. We were just talking to everybody else in the chat, waiting for you to come back. So welcome.
I was just thinking. Can I get it on the phone? I was going. Can I get it on the phone? No, I don't have a link. Can I? What do I do? Do I send smoke signals? What did I do? You know, it was like.
We were actually just saying how awesome a guest you are, and saying that you were a bit nervous about coming on, and you've done a fantastic job so far. That's what we were telling you.
Well, I only try. It may be giving the confidence to actually do a live feed myself one day. You know, it's
why not?
I think it might happen actually, because I do have people saying, "Can you do a live feed?" It's all good talking. It's just having the audience, and obviously, if wonderful people check your channel out, so obviously you get that kind of reassurance when you put yourself out there. Nobody watches. You're getting, really, what's happening? But it's definitely something to do in the future. It's definitely
for sure.
I think I'll probably do in the future. It's not got over the hurdle, I think, of worrying about live.
That's what happened with us. We did it for 1,000 because we're always behind the scenes, and everybody's heard this 1,000 times. They're probably plugging their ears. So long story short, it was like that. But after we did it, it kind of faded quickly. But we were nervous for a while. Every time we went to do our live stream, I used to have the joke, we look like the scene in Armageddon there where they take off, like holding hands and like, oh God, here we go again. But,
Oh, you can see some of the inside of that, like me eating banana or everything falling and Andrew swearing, like in few of the instances when we actually not sharing the video intro and it just goes without notice, showing what we are doing.
We've had some delays.
There has been some things there, like me eating banana is like, really, out of all times, the only time that I'm actually eating something before a video, it's going to show it online.
That's going to make it into the best of clips, I can guarantee you.
Yeah, but it's not the calmest.
I was just thinking, I was always curious on how you started to do your business. How did you get where you are now? Did you decide one day that I want to do this, or was it always been there? Or
I worked in my background is marketing. I went back to school when I was 26 when my first marriage. I have a son, and I went back to school. I worked in forestry and took an allergy to spruce, which completely killed that career. And then I took up multimedia integration in 2000. Graduated, I ended up working for a big music company. That's where I developed the marketing skills. And then after that was done, we moved to Saskatchewan. I drove truck hauling oil. Come back to Canada, and I opened a sign repair business, for signage for stores. And then when that closed in 2015, we were wondering what to do. But by then, I got an Xenia camera for our wedding gift in 2014. She had a really great eye. She was starting to get more into it. People started asking her to do pictures. And I would be driving her, so I thought, well, I liked video. I hate shooting it. I was always hoping at the time people would bring me the footage. I love editing because I was a musician for a long time, and I get the same feel from editing as I did from playing music. That's my creative outlet.
You know what, editing, sorry to interrupt your conversation there. This is the problem I have. I have a saying in there, and I have to say it if I forget it.
No problem.
The editing, I agree with you. I love the editing process, the whole thing. I love choosing the clips. I love making the fonts. I love making the music. Yeah. It's a great experience and accomplishment, really, to do that kind of thing. I just wish I was very good at. I tried to get my hand. I was around a friend's house, and they were trying to show me how to do the other editing program. I can't remember the name. It's on a Mac, and I can't think what it's called.
Adobe program?
I can't remember now. And he was telling me everything, and I'm looking at it and going, "What have you just done?" Because I could not get my head around. It's like Photoshop. I haven't got a clue about Photoshop. I try to get my head around it. I really can't get my.
The hard part with Photoshop, everybody tries to learn it all and you can't. You got to go on YouTube and just learn what you need, because people don't realize Photoshop's the most powerful program of all, because it's used in video, it's used in print, it's used in web. There's so many parts to it. People spend their whole lives only using like an eighth of it.
Yeah,
There's options because you don't need them, so you just can't learn them all unless you want to master it and teach it.
Yes. The problem with me is if I have to learn and I keep going over, anyway, I'll get it if I do it by mistake. I go, oh, that's how I've done it, and then you get everything from there. So I've done that mostly with what I am now. I've learned from the ground up, basically, of what to do. So I thought, I've got no idea. I was trying to figure out how to put that idea on there, and then you just mess around it for ages until that actually comes what you want to.
Tutorial, lots of tutorials, because YouTube today has everything. I wish I would have had it when in 2000. I would have given my left arm to have the options that are available today. And I have a golden rule when I edit. I try to stay to it. I want to learn 3 new techniques, because I used Premiere, way back when, and then I use some, and I've been back and forth. But every video, I want to finish it off with having 3 new techniques in it that I didn't use previously. It's enough to be, because you don't want to fill the thing with nothing but effect. You can tell somebody who's watched every YouTube video in the last 3 months because their video is so disjointed, trying to put in all these effects and movements. But 3 usually makes you stand out a bit. You've grown from it, but it's not unobtainable.
Is it a question to ask if people what they actually think of the videos? Because I've tried loads of different methods for my videos.
Go right ahead.
So basically, I've gone in my videos that I've used GIFs for emotions and things. I've done that in some of my other videos, like little GIFs to say the emotions of what I'm doing. And lately now, I've basically put transitions in. I've put fonts in there, different things, and trying to, and obviously the music I love.
Right.
Is that a way to go, do you think, to keep on doing the...
Yeah.
In my last video, or should I...
I really like...
Yeah, go ahead.
I really like the change in your latest videos for the thumbnails and the way that you do with the fonts and the picture behind. I think it really stands out and looks more like a, like a travel channel thumbnail. Yeah, I really love it. The change that I did like the previous ones too, but these ones pop up more. Like I love them more.
So. When I had the idea, because I had an idea trying to get it all together, the garden one, which you see where it moves around really quick, I only done that by mistake. I put it here and it actually looks so fantastic. I'm not an expert, far from it, but if you look at it, it's like I've been doing it for months. So that was this like a try and error kind of thing. But I do love the way, as I say, I agree. I love my small little intro, because I was thinking I needed like an intro to my channel for what it's all about. And I was thinking of what to do, and I was saying what to do. So I thought I'll basically have mine talk about it a little bit, and then I was thinking, what should I put as in the video? Because I just didn't want me just talking and going, hello, welcome to my channel, this is my channel, this is Japanese, blah, blah, blah. And that's it. I wanted something else to actually see without going for all my videos, and hopefully you go to my videos and go, yeah, I liked what I see in your clip. And so it was kind of like trying to eliminate different things, but I definitely getting better at doing the editing and different things. And I have had from the groups I had followed, they say your editing is getting much better, which
the only one way to get better is to do it. There's no other way to get better at something than doing it, and that's what you are doing.
Yeah, I just want to keep. I think I'll keep the format, try and keep it as neat, because obviously I want to take it on a journey. Because at the end of the day, we don't all want to be in a room. I've seen many videos. No disrespect to anybody, that you're in a room and the emphasis of my channel is Japanese lifestyle. You don't really get the lifestyle of me sitting in a room. So I just think of how can I put Japanese lifestyle into my channel. And we come across the idea of trying to go outside and trying to bring it inside, if you know what I mean. So I'm trying to get that. It's quite amazing trying to get something in my head to explain what I'm trying to do. But hopefully it's working. It's basically trying to find Japanese stuff that's in the UK that's easy to get and not a lot of money, so you're not spending £4,000 to go to Japan.
Yeah.
And trying to show people what Japan food and what it is, and then go. And you may want to go there later in life or whatever, but trying to instead of just going to Japan, doing a blog in Japan and coming back again, which is good in itself, but it doesn't give you that kind of everyday life, you know. Because I love your video when you went on a drive.
Yeah,
you just went for a drive, which is brilliant. So I love to see different parts of the world that I'm not going to go see unless I spend lots of money on a vacation. Or
do you want to know something funny about that video? What inspired it? Well, it was at the time, and I wanted to do it for a while. But why I did it was when I was in the UK 2 years ago. I was flying the next day from Liverpool to the Isle of Man, and I had to kill off. I buy SIM cards every time I travel because I use this GPS, and I had like 3 gigs left, and I'm like, I got to use these up. So I called my sister, and I had the phone up in the dash, and I was driving down like the M9 and everywhere with my sister for an hour. She was watching as I was driving, looking out the back window. That's where that idea came from.
I just thought you were something special, you know. It just give you a sense of being there.
Yes. It's not a picture of a building. You actually get to see the side streets. You get to see the highways connecting. All these things like that.
Like, you know, these dodgy travel channels, I don't know, you get them out. In some of the UK, there's always somebody that's being paid loads of money to go to, they need to sell something.
Yes.
And you get, well, I don't want to see that. I want to see the other part of
real life.
Real life. That's it. I don't want to show you. You know,
I've traveled all over Europe, and nothing made me happier than to go 10 streets away from the downtown core and end up in a little grocery. I always said, if you got a day in a city in another country and you want to know what it's like, go to a grocery store. That's where you get to see people.
This is the problem of obviously our part of the country we live in. Because obviously, you know, London, and we're talking about, but there's so many different sites and historical buildings where we live. You could do a whole channel just on that.
Yeah, definitely.
It is amazing, but the problem you got is like what to do, because there's so many different things. Because obviously my wife wants to do a blog, as I've said, but I said do a video blog. But she might want to be more of a guest appearance, because obviously she wants to concentrate on writing, because writing's her skill. She can write. The cows go home. I ask for a simple little word going, "What's this spelled?" She tells me, and I go, you know what I mean? She always asks her how to spell certain things. So she's good at that. But she seems to me, it says to me, I'm good gift the gab. I can talk about it. But writing, I go, So yeah, I think we have a great partnership on kind of things. And the garden video we did Winter Garden Centre, we done that as a joint venture with the music, and we had to cut it, and everything was a joint venture on that.
I didn't know that for that one. That's cool.
That was basically me and Louise. She filmed some of it. I edited. We did what bit to stop at, what bit to start at, what music to choose. Everything was me and Louise. We did all that together. A lot of the videos are just me, but I do get a lot of input, especially some of the music now. If the music feels right to me and I like it, if it works well with the video, I'll put it in there. The particular one, which obviously gave you all some people a bit of a shout out, the particular song in there, I thought it was right for what it was, because I did that one for the Japanese in the park, you know, when it starts off and you see the other Japanese sign at the start and the music goes. Yep. I thought the particular song, this works so well for that particular video, and I keep singing the song. I must have heard that song about 40 times, because I keep editing, because obviously, you know, editing, I'm going, I listen to it, does that sound right? And then I edit it again, so I'm listening to the song again, and it's in my brain, and it's that felt just right for that song. But the particular site, which somebody on our group suggested, they're brilliant, and they're all free, and they're work so well with the videos and different things. Because obviously, you don't know if it works, but obviously a song is going to get more. I don't know if it's going to get more watch time, but it makes the story flow better, I think.
Yeah.
You know, you can obviously, if you're talking about something, it might not work as well. But if you're trying to show something, then obviously, I think of what's better than going, this is a shop, this is what we got, which is fine if that's your audience. But me, I'm more of a music kind of person. I want to express in so many different ways. And if I like something, I'll try and put it together, and hopefully it comes out as it should, if you know what I mean. So, I need a drink. I'm thirsty.
I used to, like, I write, most of my videos are based on the music first, and I'll have songs in my head for months. That will always be the voice of my videos, most times I should say. And I'll listen to it 5,000 times. I want it so ingrained in my head that I can't think of anything else when I get down there.
It's basically you sort of have the idea now, what we want to do, and then all I'm thinking is now, what will go well with this video? How would it make people's lives better? Will they enjoy it? Because I'm trying to do a message as well as share awesome different videos, because obviously well-being and the way of life of the Japanese. Mostly I want to do the Japanese way of life and how they do different customs, different things. But, right, you know, because when you go to we've visited different Japanese shops and restaurants, they always seem to have a different way of dealing with the public. They're always very more, I'm not going to say, it's hard to say without offending anybody, they're very polite, they're very well-mannered.
Yeah, yes. Well, it's a culture built on that. I mean, that's the basis for their culture, is mutual respect, which is very cool. I mean, it makes it feel so much more welcoming and everything else.
Yes, yes. It's a very hard one that you need to try and address, trying to get across, but the most selling point is trying to get the food and the KitKats now, which I've now established that KitKats are a winner. I've been here to buy a shitload of KitKats now.
That's right.
KitKats. I think it's saying another KitKat video, another KitKat video.
Hey, no shame in that.
I could just do KitKat videos all the time, but you know,
we talked about that the other day, and that's a little point, sir, I'll just touch on to. People are realizing now there is a difference in clickbait. There are levels of it. And clickbait, bad click, it's like cholesterol was the example he's on. There's good and bad cholesterol. Bad clickbait is when girl laying in a bikini with her bottom falling off, and you want to see some ass, ends up it's like a donkey. That's bad clickbait. But saying, you know, like another KitKat, you guys wanted it, that's fine because people want it. You're not lying to them. It's good to it. We got to entice people.
No, it's always trying to do the best thumbnails now as well.
Yes, very much.
This is where I'll get even more. I go, what thumbnail should I have? At one point, I did a format of the same format all the time.
Yep.
And then I thought to myself that you're not going to really see what I'm trying to show you, because half of it's got a big border in the way and everything else. And then I put my name in the top, and I think, why have I put my name in the top? You know it's Japanese life because you've just seen the title.
Yeah. You
know, so you always kind of question it. You can watch a million videos to how to make a thumbnail, but you never know what works. Because when I put the nice looking thumbnail and it was saying, I didn't think I got as much love as I did doing the shout out video, which I thought was a great concept of getting other people to do videos.
Yep.
And I just put shout out video on there, and that was it, man.
Okay.
I think people are in the chat too here again about KitKats. It's always some kind of thing everybody's jumping on. Donnie, by the way, was saying that he thinks a KitKat is made in York, Vanessa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was Japanese KitKat was made there, but because We can get a few in the UK, like lemon flavoured and mocha flavour. But the other strange flavours that are supposed to be out there, which I found out the other day, there's some really weird flavours. There's a cheese flavoured one I found out as well.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, I'm going to try and I think I need to order some KitKats now. I think that's made the
market research for you, and I just wanted to share. We had just brought up your picture from your wife's.
Yes, she's not getting a lot of love from that, and we did a video on that as well.
She's amazing.
That's amazing. I just followed her on Twitter, and then I found her on Instagram too. So
we're stalking her.
I'm stalking your wife now, but this is amazing.
Do people mind me doing a bit more promotion? She's made 2 Disney things outside, and I was under the edge not to show it or not. Would you want people to see these other Disney things she's made?
Yes.
Oh yeah, of course.
For sure. If you guys want to, great. Not a problem. Look at the artwork.
She's an amazing artist. I'm just looking through her Instagram here, and like the things that she makes is unbelievable. She made a Tamagotchi from a potato. Okay.
That's crazy.
I don't know. It's amazing. You gotta go and check it.
This is particular one. I think you can see very well. But she made this from scratch. No manual. Everything made.
God.
The Epcot, obviously. I don't know how she does it. She's got some proper skills. She made this all that, and she was thought at one point to sell these, but obviously she doesn't know how much to sell them for, or if anyone would buy them. She's got this particular one. So this was that Disney thing. And then this, which I think is absolutely phenomenal, is the Halloween villains from the parade. I think we can see that. All the different people they've got, she's made all the different things and all that. She's just done this before she started writing. She just needed to release some work because work was getting her down and everything. And she wanted to do something she enjoyed doing. She did this for a bit of fun. She thought, I could sell this, but she has no market where to sell it or what to do, you know.
Etsy.
Etsy, yeah.
Etsy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will let her know.
Oh my God, she would fly off the racks, and especially like that, what you just showed, and also the cups for Starbucks. I mean, those would go viral. Like
these things are like I was blown away when she did that. She did that one day. When I was at work, she says, I've made something. Oh no, I
suggest her going making a profile on Etsy and putting her stuff on there. I'm pretty sure it would have such a great demand because this is amazing and it's very rare. So you know,
there's lots of things, but the problem is we'll go back to Instagram. I won't go mess with the sore point, but the Instagram, as I said before, she puts something that's creative. She's put all the heart and soul in it. People go, yeah, and then somebody puts on a game character or something you've just bought generically, and people like, yeah, like, love it. I don't get what go through people's minds. What they rather want something tatty than saying there's actually something's made and taken the time to do it. That's what gets my goat a little bit. That's kind of which I don't really want to come out very often because it winds me up a little bit. That's why I try not to go in certain things because people are just moaning and complaining about certain things on certain social medias, and it's quite annoying. But on the plus side, these things, I think I'm going to put my head out there. I think we're going to make one of these for what everybody wants for when we get to a certain. I think we're going to get to 500. We're going to make one of these, and then we're going to do a little mystery box for all different things that we enjoy, like KitKats, for instance, and loads of different things that I think we might do that. So we're going to do. I think we can do a giveaway when we get to there.
Fill the cup with KitKats.
That could be a great idea. The question is what people want on there as well, you know.
Other Japanese things and fill the cup, and that would be like, you know, because the cup is in, and find something like all kinds of nice little collectibles or stuff like that.
Yes, definitely. It's definitely on the cards. Definitely on the cards, and a lot of different things that I'm thinking of now. God, yeah, my brain is been.
We're happy for you, you know, and I'm glad this has worked out for you tonight. I'm glad you got to have your first live stream with us. We're honored that you got to be with us. Thank you so much for that.
Words escape me how awesome this is. How cool you are, and because without yourselves, I wouldn't be doing this now. So I can't take all the credit.
Oh, we always say we're only 20% of the equation. It's the guests in the chat that makes what we have here. You know,
it is. I think it's just one of them things. You know, it's you have to take a choice of what you do, and if it works out, then keep on doing it. I have such a passion to do what I'm doing, and I light up every time something talks about Japanese culture, Japanese things. As my colleague at work knows, all the time, he knows very well.
That's what I was going to ask you. I meant to ask you that a while ago. I didn't. Yeah, that was my question. How the co-workers in that field?
Yes. I tried to keep myself to myself because obviously we have a regular driver, which I have, because we live quite local, so we get together. So we normally work together. I try to keep it on the down low, if you know what I mean. Yeah. It's too much for him, but he understands. He knows the score. He knows what's going on, and I tell him. I said, "Yeah, I know. I'll drop it." And he's a good man. He's a good man.
I have a friend that's in here a lot, and we're friends in day to day. And he's a mechanic, and he finally got his dream to become a mechanic, and he's car crazy. And at one point, I'm like, okay, you got 3 stories you're allowed to tell me. Okay, so make them count. Pick your ones that you really can't hold on to anymore. And then, because otherwise we couldn't even talk about anything else. And if I said, look at the elephant, he'd be like, oh, yeah, there's a Volkswagen that's kind of designed like an elephant. Like I couldn't even get him steered from it. So I love his passion.
The stories I could tell you, it was quite amazing what we do talk about on a daily basis. It's quite amazing, really, for what we do and what you see and everything else. It should have its own TV series with fly on the wall kind of thing, because the things we see and the things we talk about is quite amazing. Because obviously, when you drive all day, it can be a little bit boring outside there.
Mm-hmm.
Like the same, so you have to have something to keep your mind going. And
definitely, I get where you're coming from, 100%. Well, your passion in your channel is nothing short of amazing. I remember you from the first time I found your channel, and yeah, I can't say that about all of them because I'm not perfect. We were on a fast grind. I believe if you want to go towards monetization, I'm not saying everybody wants to, but if you do, then you got to kind of bite the bullet, suck it up, and take 1,000 people who probably most of them will never watch you again. I always say hit 1,100 so you have a bit of padding, because some will even delete you on top of that. And from there, you become the most picky person in the entire world. So,
it amazes me when people do get to that kind of, all I want is get to the number.
Mm-hmm.
And then you think to yourself have you got any interaction with all your people that actually follow you in the first place? Because, as I probably said before, what's the point of having 1,000 subscribers when you don't even get any feedback from anybody?
Yeah.
You know?
The only thing is, if you want to be monetized, unfortunately, right now, if you want to get that part done, they've set a number. So it's like, you know what? I'll just be like the hooker for a while, get over that number, dream of a better place. But after that, because I always say you can't meet your wife in a whorehouse. So do your whorehouse thing and then move on to better and bigger things. And that's what we did after that. So we still got a good following, even though we did that. Like we're over 1,650, right? I think, 1,660 or somewhere?
Yeah, something like that now.
And we don't, believe you me, at no point ever has all 1,650 sat down and watched one of our videos. I'll be the first to say it. But they were the padding to get over the 1,000. And since then I get really picky. And I've got even more picky now. And we've built a good following because we needed that number to go to where we had to go. Because our business, Puša Studios, day to day is what pays the bills, not YouTube.
Yes, exactly.
So that was why it was important to get Puša Studios as much in the loop. So when people type into Montreal videography, photography, this helps promote it, which it also helped promote our Twitter a lot. And even Instagram.
Yeah, Twitter was a little bit on and off at that time.
But in the end, we got a great byproduct out of it. And now we got a lot of genuine supporters.
Yeah, certainly have.
views.
I think it's you've done the groundworks. Now you need to get the rewards.
That's right. 100%.
I think you've got it. I think you've got the what's the name? The old set. You just do what you do, and I think you're doing every video you do. You're getting the numbers and everything else now. I don't think you're going to go wrong now. I think you'll go up and even more now.
Yeah, we had a goal and we got to it, and then we got away and then did things our own way. We just, like I say, sucked it up, said we had to get this part done. Let's just pinch our nose, go, and then make what we want to do after that.
I think there's many videos now that are trying to push themselves and just get as many videos out as possible to hope more people will watch the video. Because obviously I know there's a YouTube thing that says 1 video per week maybe is the starting point, and then as you go on there's more. But some people will get 5 videos out all at once. And the problem with that is, from my opinion, is you get 5 videos out. When are the people going to watch 5 videos all in a row? You might as well space them out a bit. If you had, like, today have a video, tomorrow have a video, wouldn't that make more sense?
If you put out a video within less than, like, I always preach to people here, my message is, I know some people like are always hating on the big guys, but there's another side to it too, where you can use what they've paid lots of money to learn. You can use their tools. And I always bring up like Linus Tech Tips. He's got 6 million viewers and he built his channel up from scratch. He never releases a video within 24 hours because the other one always gets squashed. They know that because they have a team, you know, they've figured that out together. So why make mistakes that's already been answered?
Yeah.
He's blatantly said that to people. That's why they don't do it. So
yeah, exactly. It got backwards me, but the way the channel going forward, I reckon, is I'll hopefully do a shout out video every so other videos, because I think it works well. It gets other channels noticed, and it's good. You're giving something back, you know. It's trying to have a routine of trying to do that, and there's only so many videos you can watch in a week, and then you need to get a shout out for that week, and it's like you have to edit it, and it's like, hold on, there's only so much. So I need to work out more, because at the moment I seem to do a lot on Twitter. There are certain people you need to follow.
Yeah, but that's good.
I like, obviously a lot of people know is to do a playlist of people you've liked or watched, and then you need to put in a thing and then share that playlist to a Twitter again. These are all same things that people already know, but some people starting out don't know, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to help the small YouTuber, because I was small. I got through it. Hopefully I'll keep going to the big numbers.
That's right.
Then you need another person, because I've seen someone that's only had like 6 followers or something, and they've got hardly things, and the videos are great, you know. And
of course, size doesn't dictate quality, you know.
Yes, quality is definitely the key, because you do need quality in the videos later on. It's not stop you off, but you do need it, because you're not going to keep that audience fan base, are you? It's not going to happen. It's just going to filter away your attention time. Everything's going to dwindle down, and you're just going to have 1,000 subscribers with hardly any watch time, and it seems a bit pointless for what you're trying to do in the first place. Even
the big guys, like I compare it always to the music business. You get like the Jake Pauls and those guys, they're like a Disney Channel thing. But like you even take Peter McKinnon and these guys, I mean, he's there because he's got amazing quality. Nobody can take that away from him. You know, that's what sells him, was his photography and these things. He got up the same way as us. And I always remind everybody here, at one point or another, every YouTuber that's big now had a number the exact same as what you and I have right now. They didn't come on with 1 million.
Exactly. A lot of these people, this is what basically we look at certain things and you get all this. I don't know how it works, but the way you certain videos you watch, it seems like, oh, we're going to go on business class. And we're going to show you what it's like now. And they've got loads of. Now, how did they get the business class the first? They didn't go and then spend like how much money it is for a ticket. They must have brought some sort of backing, didn't they?
Yep, but when they started, they never got to sit in business class either. They were the guys like trying to just get enough money to get on a bus and talking to a camera, you know. You can't fault somebody for having their break. If they're rubbing it in your face, that's a different story. If they're like, but it's up to us to try and do what they want to do if that's our goal, you know. And find guys that got 10,000 more than us to give us a chance. And then once we're there, help a smaller guy out, and then look at the guy at 50,000 to help us out. And then 100, and that's what they did. They've been leapfrogging, meeting people. Like Peter McKinnon said, why? Because he had 1 million subscribers in 9 months, and the biggest thing was he did 3 videos, like 8 things every photographer must need, and that, which made sense. It was well done, and it got picked up by different photography sites, blogs. People started watching more. You know, you need a few things that really stand out to people.
It's quite amazing. Always thinking of this thought of like doing a world tour. If I ever won the lottery or something, I'd like to go and do a world tour of like YouTube or something. You go around different places, meeting different people you've seen on YouTube. But you go to their town, or you may meet them or something like that, like a tour. And it quite amazes me. Really, you're taking your channel on the road, if you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And as you say, it's one of those things that one day that you could happen. You could win the big one, or you could get somebody give you loads of money, and this is what could happen.
Definitely.
I always bring out the example of the producer of the movies that he's now. He started as not started really, but he was just posting videos, like little underground amateur horror clips, so to say. Really no big production. It was just his wife and kind of like this scary, spooky script, right? Like 3-minute videos. And he posted one that was called Lights Out. I don't know if you have heard about it.
It doesn't really cool.
Basically, this video and his wife and like it's one of the amateur videos on horror clips, and it got picked up by Hollywood. And they offered him a deal to do a full feature movie, which they did. And now he's on his 3rd Hollywood movie.
See, that's that break, isn't it? Where you need, isn't it? It's just amazing.
It's like a fairy tale story, but if he would have stopped, he was just doing it because he just liked doing it. He wasn't like a huge filmmaker or anything, right? So he just was doing it. And it just happened that somebody picked it out, and now he's in Hollywood and making these amazing movies that earn him, tens of millions of dollars. Check it out. It's called Lights Out. And you never know. That's why I always say you can't win a lottery if you don't buy a ticket. You can't hope that somebody is going to notice it or that your work is going to be noticed if you don't put the stuff out.
I think you need to basically put yourself out there to be noticed. If you don't put the time in to be noticed in the first place and share other people's stuff, then nobody's going to know who you are.
Exactly.
Exactly. I'm sorry, I'm just checking. Every 2 seconds, this is so awesome. Every 2 seconds, I'm looking on my phone and I've got all the replies on YouTube that I need to reply to.
I love it.
It's so very cool. It's like I never name checked a few of these people because I got 28. I think I got 28 different things that have appeared on my channel. The Susie channel has commented loads on my channel. That is fantastic. I got Colorado Martini. I've now got Dole Whip Dad, which I've never. These I've never heard it. It's amazing that I've got all these different people that's checking my stuff that I've made and took the time, and it gives you such a great feeling that people now are just going awesome stuff. I'm just looking there going, this how you did, and so many different things. I think the Suji channel has checked out about 4 of my videos, maybe probably more.
I love
it. It just gives you a warm kind of fuzzy.
You're up to 305, so yeah, you're on your way up, my friend.
I think it's going to happen now, which is fantastic, and it just for just taking the time to go on your show, it just makes a lot of waves, you know. It's just words just go.
You put in the work, and everybody helps each other. And this is a prime example. You're helping us tonight. Like, I've never tried to sit here and sound like a savior. I need this show to build up my watch time to get where I had to go. So I'm getting something from it. You're getting exposure from it. The chat is getting to meet other channels, and every time like somebody like you comes, you bring some people from your side. They meet some new people. Everybody's got to win for this to work.
Yeah, definitely. And if we could do it, if you get more, you basically, I don't know, would it be the same if you got to a million subscribers? If it would have the same, would you think it have the same impact as you got now?
We were talking about that the other night. Like, we don't live in Technicolor. Chances are we probably never would get. And if we got there, I would want to definitely be doing more cinematography. But I think I would then set up like a dummy channel that I would invite the ones that always kind of hung around and go talk there, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, we would have probably another person to talk in the chat, like same as I do.
Yeah.
You know, have like maybe a couple of people interacting with people as well.
Yep.
I would assume. But yeah, because it is harder, obviously, to maintain when the chat gets faster. I even find sometimes when it's busier nights, it's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely to maintain that feel, we would need more people. But we can try it.
What I got in the chat, which is a bit of a thing for me, because I have a few people that comment, and I try and comment the first comment. I'm going, and then it's gone, and then you've got another one answered, and I haven't done the first one, and then the problem with some chat groups, you can't press the enter button because the question does not come on the screen.
Right.
You have to keep pressing the enter button, and to answer the first question that somebody's answered, how are you, or what's happening, or I've subscribed to your channel, and then you've done that one, you're pressing it like you're going like this. Nothing's happening, but you've got another 2 or 3 people, and you feel like, hold on here, it's gone. Then this is what I sometimes is a problem with lots of.
You have a fix to that.
Oh yeah.
You have one of these at home, don't you?
Yes.
They're very good at this.
Yes.
Because I've tried the winging it without her, and I miss her greatly.
Yeah, I was trying to get my wife in yesterday, actually, but she did say to me, "This is you. You need to do this."
Oh, that's so cool. But she would have been more than welcomed. Like, but that.
I think, and maybe if you ever have me back, which
sure.
I'll be very gracious, but I might see if I try and get her in the picture, you know, I don't know. And then she give her side of the story as well, because she's very good at explaining stuff more of me. She's more descriptive. So if you want to know about a movie, she'll give you a lovely synopsis of it, and she'll tell you about it. Me, I'll go, "You've got to see that movie. It's awesome." Yeah, that's me. But she'll go, "Yes, this movie had this person, and the story was really She's really quite. We work very well together. It's untrue how well we work together.
But you should do your chats like that. And you know, if she wants you to do it on your own, she can even connect like with the other computer. You bring her on as a guest, and just even do it that way. And she can look after more of the chat while you're talking, or two is together.
Has she ever thought of doing a YouTube channel? Because I see now she has Instagram. She's on Twitter. On Instagram is more of her stuff. Has she thought of doing her YouTube channel of her art?
She has actually wanted to do it because she wanted to give a message on different. I think it was not self-help as such, but more of like experience of what she's done, and she wanted to give a message out.
Motivational stories.
But it's something I will pass to her that she wants to do in the future. But I've always said this, that you're more than welcome to come on to my channel when we do a video together. It's trying to get that kind of happy medium together, because I have a certain way of doing things, and sometimes you don't want to clash heads, because in the day you don't want friction on the video. You want it to flow, because nobody wants to watch having friction in the video. But I don't think that will really happen. I think we have our own. We know each other's. I was to say, biting points and little areas that, because it was quite funny when we was doing the Japanese garden video that I was saying one thing, she was saying another thing, and I said, no, we need to, no, you're not listening. And it's like, but we got there in the end, but it's kind of like, shut up, Neil, you know you're wrong. And it gets basically gets to the end, and the end result is better for what we do.
It's the collab thing, you know.
Well, look at us sometimes. We bicker sometimes here like crazy.
Yeah.
Somebody's ready to call the lawyer right away in the chat sometimes, the way we're talking, you know.
I got my safety word is potato sack when I need an adult.
And some days it is just we are off sync and it just doesn't go. No matter what we do, it just off sync. Yeah,
and the nice thing is people got used to it, so they actually enjoy the days that we're off sync more. I think they're waiting for those ones.
Yeah, and some days it's back on a track and it's good. It's life, the same as it is in life, and that's why we always say we are honest and transparent. It's not like we're playing.
We have an old cat that's been here that wants to get a better reaction. You would like to see her?
Yes, I would like to see a love cats.
I don't know if you can see her very well, but it's a Mancoon. I've had it for a long time. It's a very old cat. But if you want something,
mustache and the beard. Oh.
I know you don't want to be on the screen, but
It's your first. What's its name?
It's Fluffy. His name's Fluffy. Yeah, my wife decided on the name. I've had him for probably about 14 years now, I think.
Oh wow.
So, he's an old cat. And he certainly knows what he wants. When he wants it, he'll come up to you, get right in your face if he wants food, and he will sit on. When I'm doing some work on here, he will jump on with me, and he'll jump on the screen, and he'll walk all around, so you can't do nothing. So you want, yes, I know you want food, don't you? So, and then, okay, it's like he's there now. It's like he says, "What are you doing up this time? Where's my food?" And different things. I think he has a routine that he knows, well, when we go to bed and when we're not.
Well, after 14 years, I would say probably has a pretty good routine down at this.
Yes, he does. Yeah, I think he does, and he has his own little ways. Sometimes it's like he definitely likes mint tea. He drinks he goes to we have some mint tea, and we put it down, and you'll go to it and you'll start drinking it, and it's like so you can't put it anywhere near him because you'll start drinking the tea, and so like desserts and things like. You've got any cakes anywhere or anything like that around you? He will go straight for it and start licking it. He'll lick it off your hands and everything like that. So he's definitely a character, but we wouldn't be without him, would you? Hey, lovely. Yeah, he's part of the thing.
Susie was saying that she thought that the name would be like sushi or something.
I think everyone's expecting an Asian name,
or maybe
a Japanese name.
Yeah, as I said, this is basically before YouTube, so. Maybe in the future if we ever get another pet.
I feel bad. I feel like we're branding you the KitKat guy, so I'm going to back off of that one because I don't want to take away your thunder on you.
I don't mind the KitKat guy. It's quite fine. That's fine. I need somewhere to get to. You know, I mean, I think KitKat is definitely the way to go, isn't it? Really. I thought
it gets everybody on
the odd one here and there. I think would definitely give you what you need for the thrust for your channel.
I thought I could, you know what I could do, which would be quite cool actually, is take a KitKat everywhere I go, every video, and just have it like a little mascot in there. This is the KitKat I've got today, people. And so today's video, and then you could just show the KitKat.
Like it.
You know, that would be amazing because then you can keep tagging your videos to KitKat, and eventually they would catch up on it. You never know.
You know, I could get a sponsorship with KitKat for Japan because they send them KitKats.
And I've seen you already have been retweeted by that Japanese magazine there, the people that are all interested in Japan.
Yes, I was very fortunate to get some from them. It was pretty awesome and that. And that was quite of this luck, really. Because obviously how Twitter works sometimes. You get stuff you don't want and something you do. And that come up and I'll first tweet it and I like the channel and everything else. So I click the retweet button and press that. And then a little while later, they private message me and says, you won a giveaway. I'll send you some KitKats. That's not, I've never won anything here. This is awesome. And then I thought, they might not send anything. They sent it through. Obviously, you can see the results. And I was like blown away. I was like, people sending me stuff now. And it's it's just I'm always happy for people to send me stuff. You know, everybody is happy to send me stuff, but you know, these different things just happen. Things happen for a reason. You meet people and you do a certain way, and you just meet different people. But the KitKat and different idea, I know for a fact, I keep going on about it, the giveaway is going to happen. I'm gonna tweet and gonna go crazy on that. 500 subscribers, that's going to happen. It's going to have a cup of your choice, and KitKats. I think that's definitely one of the prizes. I think that, because
Susie Channel wrote, "He's so sweet. What a nice guy."
It's very kind of you. Thank you very much. I will reply to all your messages on here. As I say, I can't do two things at once. I struggle sometimes doing one thing, especially in the morning. They're
patient. They understand completely. Don't worry about that.
He said one time, it's a funny story. I don't even think I'm stupid or not. I was very blurry-eyed in the morning. We had decaf coffee and we have normal coffee.
Okay.
We have a calculator. You can see where it's going, can't you? So I'm going in there. I'm putting the coffee and I'm half asleep. I put it in. I just wondered why the coffee was not perking me up during the day. I realised that Louise said in the morning, you realise you put decaf in the filter instead of normal coffee. And it's like, really? So it's one of those things.
When you have kids, sometimes you get up in the morning and you run your coffee, but you forget to put coffee grounds in it. You just like wait for 20 minutes to find you got a nice pot of hot water going.
Yes, yeah. We do need to get a new coffee machine, actually, because our coffee pot now has got a chip in it now. So every time we try and pour it, we can't do it in the cup. We have to near do the sink.
Oh,
it's got a big chip in it. Yeah. The money is our friend, but there's certain things we need to live. Obviously, my wife is, for another reason, had to give up her job because due to health reasons and stress for her job. And she wants to concentrate more on trying to do our book.
Okay.
So money at the moment, we're trying their best, trying to keep everything at a minimum, live, and then do this amazing channel. But this is an outlet for me. This is not gets the normality of everyday life that tries to suck you dry. But you know,
3/4 of the people that have been on so far, that comes out at some point that this is an outlet for one reason or another.
Yeah, basically, I wanted is this to bring some joy to people's lives and trying to help people every day grind or going work, home, kids, work, home all the time, you know. I'm trying to do a video, really, it's another way. It's like, yeah, check me out, trying to show you something nice or things like that. And trying to do some funny videos along the way as well. It's trying to think of what will be good, and I know KitKats are. So I'm going to keep saying KitKats because that looks like my catchphrase now, is it?
Well, I hope tonight you got to take away some stuff for your channel and all that. So
I'll definitely. I don't know what to say. Basically, at the moment I'm so pumped. I don't think I can go to sleep.
I know you are. I can see it in you, and I like that. I like your energy. It's where
if you can pretty realize it's 4 o'clock in the morning here.
I know it is. I'm looking at the time and I'm like,
come on, let's go. KitKats, let's go. You know what I mean? It's like, but you know what I mean? It's kind of like I get in a zone, and everything else, I don't worry about time or things like that.
Yeah.
You know, it's
I'm glad people got to see that with you tonight, because I think you're not only an awesome creator, you have a very original approach to your videos, to your theme, and I love that because it's nice to see like really, really true, refreshing content, and that's certainly what you got. Your idea, where you're going, is, I love it. It drew me right away, and it stands out with me, and I had to tell you that I am a fan, and then Xenia became a fan because I found it first. And
it is so brilliant when I get a message saying I can't wait for you to come on. Wouldn't believe how excited I have been. I'm like a kid at Christmas when I was asking the question. I said, "How do I get on your channel?" "Well, do you want to be on your channel?" Oh, I want to be on your channel. And it was this like the kind of like, what do I say? What they're going to ask? Do the different things, and it kind of comes like that. Because I was thinking, I was doing the race. I was going, should we write our questions down, or what should we, in case they ask this question? And I said, I don't know what they're going to ask. You know, obviously, I hope I've asked them a lot of questions about who I am and what my channel is about. So I hope that you're more than welcome to message me on any social media to find out any other questions I may have the answer to. Because there is so many things that I haven't touched on. But strangely enough, I've been talking for this long, which I didn't know I would actually go for 20 minutes about this long either. I have to like apologize if I have actually talked too much and not let.
Oh my God,
no. Don't even go there. I don't want to hear it.
I know. It just the back of my mind of thinking, am I talking too much?
No, honestly, I think you won a lot of people here tonight, and I'm happy to see that. You do deserve it, and they deserve to see your channel. So it's a win-win for everybody.
It's definitely a win for everyone, and hopefully, obviously, I'll be checking other people's guests. As I say, if I can, I'll check out live feeds. But as I say, the scenario which I have, which I've said, is the time difference, and I have to get up at 5 every morning. So half time I get up at 5. I'm not even with it when I go to bed early. What about if I stay up all night and then go to work? Doesn't have a good combination.
No, exactly.
That's what will happen, you know. It's one of those things. You just have to deal with it. You know, you have certain things that you can't please everybody. Obviously, it's good for your side of the world, but you can't please everybody. It's the same principle if I had a channel, if the tables were turned. Yeah. And it comes to me, and then it is that you can't change a certain format, can you? So that's right. I'm pretty awesome. So I think after then I'll let you talk now.
You've been such an awesome guest tonight, and we can't thank you enough for sharing your time. Once again, with the time difference and everything, you've been nothing but gracious. Keep doing what you're doing. Maybe when you start your first live stream at one point, maybe Xenia and I can be your guests sometime.
Oh. Yeah, and you have been amazingly tweeting to us your videos. Keep doing that, so then we can see them and watch them. So thank you.
You know what? That'll be pretty obvious because I love to do some some share with other people. Is it collab or kind of? I love to do that kind of thing. You know, it's like to try the kind of video that I like to work with somebody else, because obviously that's always good. It's always trying to get the people to do the videos, because I'll leave you on one thing which I do need to shout out is the amazing people that when I did my 100 subscriber video, I thought it was an idea, instead of just saying the name, to get that video on my channel so they will give it that piece of them on my channel. I'd like to thank them for taking the time, and that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to get everybody that I follow to do a 5 seconds clip on there, so you're not just seeing my channel, you're seeing other people's. Yeah. So it sort of works the best way, but it's so hard because the time difference is so hard. It felt like I was badging people at one point because I was saying they were going to do it, and they say, "Yeah, we do it," and then people said, "Yeah, we do it. I'll send you the video," and then I'll keep asking the same sort of people, "Have you sent that video yet?" Yeah, and it was like. I was trying to do this video, so the idea was so there, but it's trying to get all of it together. It's a lot of work trying to get the people that obviously time difference and everything together. So it would have been. We was thinking at one time that would be awesome to have like a meetup, like a YouTube meetup. Of obviously I've forgotten what you're learning. The Blue Wrench community. Yeah, you could have a Blue Wrench like. Con or something like that in a particular hall or something like that. Where you can all the people that obviously that have been following you talking to each other can meet in one community or something like that, and you can have like different talkers and all that. It's one of those things that I think that could happen. You know, that could happen in the future. Where all these people all over the world go to one particular meeting point. And then you could have a live meetup, like you do like a people to do like a selfie, but all people around one person.
That would be amazing, like on VidCon, but for
something like that. Yeah, it's
calm. Blue red.
It could happen that way. It could happen that way, and it's like you get massive sponsors from different things. You get like a tool company or something like that. They give you wrenches everywhere, and it could happen. You know.
That's a great idea.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's something that I thought of, you know, this is the problem with me. I have ideas that just come in there, and if I don't get it out, it's sort of gone.
Yeah, it bottlenecks. Yeah.
I did that with one of my reviews on a video, on one of my early videos. I watched the film. I was so moved and appreciate how they did the video. I had to go and do a video on it, because I knew I forget certain parts of the video.
That's good.
It's like I'm normally writing down. I was like writing down the clips of what I thought was really good, so I don't forget. I go, yeah, that's a good bit. I remember that, and then it jogs my memory forward. But I remember watching the film, doing that, coming in straight in here, turning on the computer, and started talking about the film I was doing. I was like, I think I've got a problem here. I think I'm getting addicted to this YouTube and all different things. It only happened once, yeah, because it was like I'm doing YouTube more than I'm spending time with the wife going somewhere, and I think this ain't.
I think all of us do.
Yeah, that's why we had to stop like Sundays. So we don't do it Sundays because we gotta have more time with our kids, like and stuff like that. Yes. We just had to get balance back. So, but when we don't do it Sunday, we catch ourselves. We're out now. I wonder what Bottle Caps is doing today. And did you see what Phillips wrote the other night? That was so amazing. And it's like we even joked that I even said to my mother one day, I was talking on the phone, and when I was done, I said, cheers, and I keep creating. Like it just so naturally, I sound like I'm in YouTube all the time, you know.
I've just checked the different thing on this curious by everything. I'm just curious. There's still 21 people watching me. It's this pretty amazing, and I like to thank all of them for watching me talk about this. It is amazing. Wow. I'm still amazed that Amy's still in here, and Ben from the small squad. They're just brilliant. They're such a great supporter, and I met these particular people from. I hope the people in the chat can, Ben or Amy, can you write down her channel, because I forgot her name. This is a problem with me. I know the people, but trying to get their name. Actually got this loads of people together all around the world, and this particular group to help. She helped different people see different people's channels, and the person was absolutely fantastic. She doesn't get enough love for what she is. I need to find her because she is brilliant. Let's just have a look at my playlist. Bear with. If I can find it. Small thing. A gamer called Val. See, I can't even spell the names. I can't even pronounce the names properly. This is the problem with me. Where is it?
Oh, some of them are really tricky.
Yes. Yeah. That's why I've changed my name nice and easy. Yeah. Say, Japanese, not like something really complicated with loads of numbers on it.
That's
yes, it's not. This is it. Lacey X Facey, I think it was pronounced.
Oh yeah,
Benjamin just typed here. Yeah.
Right. When I see her videos were out there, and she is such a lovely person to talk to. She's the first person to actually get the small squad people together. She invited me to the channel, to that group, and other people. So she really needs some more love for what she done, because throughout her going to the channel, I want to meet the people that's in the chat, I want to meet the other people that have joined, and I want to see all these different videos. And a lot of different people said, your channel, I'm not 100% sure, offended. Bear with me if that's wrong, but different people from that group have shown me different things around YouTube and everything else. So it's a lot of thanks to that particular person. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get the person that really started it off, if you know what I mean.
Cool.
It was just me talking about my channel. It seems a bit selfish, you know, because
but it's amazing, like, to have the group that is always there for you, so to say. Like, we love, like, the people that come regulars, as we call them, to our channel. It's amazing to see, you know. When you start to care about these people in a personal level, it's not the channels, you know, that are under this group or whatever you want to call it or label it. It's more like it is in life, you know, when you have group of friends that you hang around with more. And you actually start genuinely care about their actual lives.
Like Polynesian vlogger, like when they had the volcano there, we hadn't heard from him in a couple.
We need to see more of that particular YouTuber because, as I say, that they've checked some of my channels. That's really nice of them, and they need to check it out because some of it's really awesome. The way they're showing more of their life again. You know, the natural journey was one. The British one's gone to New Zealand. And
they're one of our past guests, and they were amazing.
You know, we have a particular YouTuber is called Nathan's Freeman's Productions that does loads of like voices for all different films and things. There's this brilliant kind of content that you need, different things. And as you say, you've got a list. I could just give a list and go, yeah, you need to check these people out. But this isn't a small section of people that need to check out. But I'm only checking these people out because I see more of them.
Keep doing the shout outs. That's the best way to give people props.
Sometimes I feel like I'm shouting out too much, and those people seeing in my channel is just shout outs. It's just like every hour, just a shout. I could do shout outs every hour or something like that. But it obviously people don't want to keep seeing a shout out all the time, you know. So it's pretty cool. So. I don't know when do you want me to go off this because I could talk forever.
I know.
We just feel bad for you.
Yeah,
exactly. It's so late for
I don't feel bad because I am so pumped. I don't even want to go to sleep at the moment.
Unfortunately, we got our daughter that wakes up at 5 o'clock in the morning. A lot of times, she's our alarm clock. And we'll be laying in bed, and if Xenia doesn't wake up, she just pretty much looks inside her mother's eye and it's like, "Good morning, mommy. Are you up?"
I can totally understand, and this is when I think it may be time for me to.
You've done a phenomenal job tonight. It was so nice listening to you, getting to know more of your story. I'm so glad you got to meet a lot of people here. A lot of people compare our channel to Cheers, where everybody knows your name.
Yeah. That was what I was thinking when I said that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I must have missed that one. I'm so sorry.
He said that at the beginning. Yeah.
So I wasn't trying to plug it again because I generally didn't hear you say it. So my deepest apology.
I think it is, and I could say it to the cows come home, and I could keep saying it that your channel is freaking awesome, and I send you all the positive vibes possible your way, and whatever you get, I hope you get it because without your channel, I wouldn't see loads of other people, and at the end of the day, it's all about sharing and sharing the love, isn't it? Really, and it's like.
That's right. And if you have a good channel, that's my last plug of ours, and they get tired. It's like when you brag up your kids, sometimes they're probably like, "Oh, Dad," but I'll say it every time. That's why we do the Blue Wrench. That's why we kept it an open forum. That's why we play Switzerland. Because in the end, we've been able to skim the cream of the crop from all these other groups popping around. Everybody has a place and come together, and there's no rivalry. Groups that, you know, they can all hang together. And somebody who does come in here and start trouble, they're gone within 3 minutes because they're so bored from us. Not paying attention to them. That, you know, if you have a channel running on hard times, everybody's going to be able to manipulate it. But if you have people running on the good ways, they just burn themselves out like toddlers, take a tantrum and leave.
They get fun by doing this, causing chaos, don't they? And then they want you to buy it. And then if you buy it, then they think, yes, we've won. We keep doing it. If you don't do nothing.
We've had about 3 trolls since we did this, and one of them was Jim Apple, and he became one of our biggest supporters. Yeah. And he's got a Blue Wrench and comes in almost all the chats now for hours. I love that. What a great success story, you know?
I think this is I think it's your channel. I think it's the way you turn people, you know, you just go, they're coming for a reason, but you've come in and you've like changed it. You've like, yep, no, you can't do this. You're going to do this. We don't care or something like that. And it is.
And it's up to us. It's just the direction that people want to go. We can't force anybody to do anything. But I won't. You know, we have very little rules here, and what rules we do, we won't bend on them.
Yeah.
So it's very easy to know where you stand, and people are, you know, they know where it goes. So it's either they like it or they don't. Yeah, we're not God, you know. If they don't want to stay, they don't want to stay. I'm not going to force anybody.
There's certain ones you go into. So I won't name any names because that's not what we really want to do. But you go into certain ones that are shouting out love, and they're so intense. You can't stay there longer than 10 minutes because they seem to drain the energy from you.
And they serve a purpose. Like, I don't want to be negative on anybody. There's some people that really, really works well. We're not good at that. I would suck at that. I wouldn't be able to do it if I tried. Okay. So we have our own niche that we work into.
We are here the same as we are on life, so to say.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I said about bickering and lawyers. Yeah. I mean, you know, it all happens in life too. It happens here as well. We're not pretending.
A lot of people are nervous when they first come on for a guest, but within 5 minutes, it's just because we're sitting back talking. Yeah. A lot forget the chat.
I feel so relaxed now. It's unbelievable.
I know we watch. Now we're not professionals, but now after doing it for a while, we can start to watch the levels. And if we see them nervous, we know to bring a question away from that one to makes them feel more relaxed, and we're learning it. So as we go as well.
I know this is a silly question, but we didn't really touch on anime and manga. What's the difference? Because I thought that was one of the questions me and Louise were talking before I come on live.
It was.
I asked her, I said, what if they asked me what the difference between manga and anime is? I know some of it, but she knows in more great detail. I was to say, manga is when it was first a comic or a graphic novel, then it turns to anime, and anime is more a softer love story normally, or a nicer story. What I found out, manga is more kind of hard in your face, kind of like Attack on Titan and where's the other one coming? You have Tokyo Ghoul. These are all kind of really, something's happened to them. So very violent and something's going on. So they all have missed demons and all that. Compared to anime, they're kind of more of like a story of what's happened, like a thing. That's what I remember. I think you were saying, because I like the anime more than manga, but I don't dislike manga. I dislike the anime more because I feel more passionate to the anime, and I like the story, and I like the way they film it and everything. I watched something. It's like we watched the film yesterday. It's like a film version. The Girl Who Leaped Through Time. We got it on anime there. I haven't watched it yet, but we had the film one we got there, and we thought, let's watch that. It was not as good as some of the other ones, but it still had that kind of, you knew something with Japanese filming, how they do it. They did very close to the anime. They did it very well. And if you watch the anime and you watch the film, they work very well together, or sometimes better. Not normally like some of the US versions with Death Note, which is on Netflix. They're completely not as, it's okay, but it's nothing like the actual Death Note as a whole. You know what I mean? You can see that America have westernized it a little bit. Where you come to the Japanese version of it, you know that they have they're kept to the roots, and it's quite good, if you know what I mean. It's a lovely way of looking at it, you know. So and the characters, especially on Death Note, are fantastic. The way the characters and everything else, regardless of what the story is, the characters that you appreciate more because you feel for the characters more. So I hope that answers the question.
Yeah, because I always wondered that, and I tried to understand this, and I thought that manga is more like a comic book, and anime is more like a movie type.
Yes. It works in stages, I think. It all depends on some of them, because most of them will come from the graphic novels anyway. All the films, most of them I've seen, have come from graphic novels. So you've got graphic novels, and then you make it big, and then you obviously go to a manga or an anime. They make it. I think it's like, I think if you made it to a film, I think you've made it. But you look at the stages, because I'm, say, not the greatest book reader. I'd rather wait if there comes a film, or if it's a book, I listen to a talking book, so I can bring more into it. If I give you a book, I can go look at it and go, yeah, nice pictures. Where's the rest of the pictures? I can't deal with these words. So if you give me War and Peace, yeah, that'll be in the bin. And if you give me a picture book of it, that makes more sense. If you know what I mean? Okay, that's why I think we relate more to the anime compared to having a comic as such.
Yeah.
Louise, on the other hand, she's a massive book reader, because this why she's making a book. And another thing is she has that kind of style, and we work very well, especially when we watch something. We know exactly. She has her opinion, I have my opinion, and then we go, okay, so what are we? So who is it? Do you think it is? And I get the story of where it's going. And some of them we binge watch, especially on Netflix, and we binge watch them. Some of them we just watch constantly we'll watch it for the one, and then just another one, and we've watched 6 of them, and it's like, I think I need to go to bed now. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's kind of when you get to that kind of, when you get involved into it, because off topic completely. Have you ever seen Downton Abbey?
Yes, of course, yeah.
A little bit different to Japanese. I thought I'd chuck that in now, you know, and to change things. We got Downton Abbey. We watched a few on television. We didn't watch it first time, and we started watching Downton Abbey. And at the time, we thought, okay, we can't find it anymore. Okay, I'll go and buy the box set. So every night, I get home, we go and watch Downton Abbey on. So it was like everything was Downton. It was like a continue. We watched the whole season, I think, in about 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks. Just keep watching, and there's a lot of episodes. But it's the problem, I think, is now that when we like something, we need to keep on watching it. We've done that with Walking Dead. We've done that with most ones, you know.
Yeah, we're like that too. We like when we binge, then we really binge.
Definitely. Yeah. And the problem with Netflix now is it gives you the whole season.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, you watch the whole season. It's like, because obviously you wait for the next episode to come, and you go, but now you go, let's watch another one. But this is watch another one, and it turns you into not doing anything. You're not being productive anymore. You're kind of this watching telly. Sometimes I get really like frustrated with that. I need to be doing something. I need to be doing a project or something. You know, we
all need the time to relax as well. Yeah. I mean, you know. Okay. Such a hassle of life.
You got to disconnect.
We need to disconnect and kind of live in somebody else's life for a moment.
Yes, you do. It's one of those things. But yeah, I did say before I was getting off, but I'm still talking. So
we've been going tonight. We're 3.5 hours in.
Yeah, my goodness.
This was.
No, it's interesting, and it does. Japanese culture, Asian culture in general, always fascinated me in the way that it's something completely different from what we're familiar to. So therefore, your channel, when Andrew was telling me about it, I thought it was such an amazing idea.
Very
and
creative.
Unique niche.
I love that.
Not that you made it on purpose to have it on YouTube. You had the interest before that, but I just thought it's so.
We like that you were thinking outside the box.
Yes,
that's what we really appreciate.
And I wanted to tell you all this time that I don't know if you know, but people with dyslexia have been known to have developed an extra sense for creativity. Yeah. Biologically speaking,
it seems that way because I do seem to have. I don't know. I seem to like creating, as you're saying. So you probably put the nail right in the head there.
Yeah, it's biologically the way the parts of your, like, I'm not going to get into details, but the parts of your brain that are affected for dyslexia, it compensates it in the way that it actually super stimulates the parts of the brain that are responsible for creativity. So, for example, people like Steven Spielberg is dyslexic.
Yeah.
Very creative. So I just wanted to tell you.
That's why I don't try to put it as a negative. And Louise would say, don't use a negative, use it as a positive. Because a lot of, obviously, people out there are famous, especially in the UK, have got it. But, you know, when you have it all your life, basically back then, and you get a certain thing, and like people say certain things, and you just have that kind of image, and you know the certain words, you know the certain things. You're trying to type it, and then it makes it even worse when you know the word and you talk to Google, and Google goes saying completely bloody different to what you're trying to say. So instead of making a small sentence that probably in a few minutes, sometimes it takes me like a few minutes just to say a few words, going, no, that's not right, you stupid thing. Say this word, and it works so well. But I've got it down to a T now. I just talk instead of writing. I think that's the key. And you know what else is the key? KitKats. Definitely is my calling card now, I think. If you want a KitKat, come and see me, and I could have a big business of KitKats going from Japanese Gaming Life, you know. You know what I mean? Japanese Gaming Life, as it used to be called. I do apologise. It was Japanese Lifestyle UK, because that's my first title as I started. As you see, some of my videos, I started doing gaming because I thought, oh, I've got loads of Japanese games I could share. It worked well for a little while, but then I had a brainwave. I thought, why don't I change it to something else? And that's where we are now. It just come to me and I thought, yes, that'll work very well. So that's why I changed it. I've gone for everything. I think I've resourced everything about me.
You did great tonight, my friend. And like I say, when you do your live stream, get ready. You and your wife are doing it, and you want to have a couple on, just let us know, and we can maybe go over and hang with you for a bit. So.
Well, we already talked with your wife, and she said that she would be delighted to join us in a future live. So I've been talking on Twitter with her while we are on. So see you soon.
I think she's up for it now. Then, isn't she? She's already said it to you now. So she's committed herself now. No going back on that.
Yeah, so there you go. We will see you
both.
But
before we let him go, I'll just take one last look, just in case we had any change, because I'm excited for his numbers. Well, there hasn't been a change, but you're still your 305. So
I think the 305 is fine with me. I didn't expect to get anything on this, actually. All I wanted to do is share other people's channels and give a little bit.
Cut that out if you want it for yourself. You can go back because it was on the live stream. Just if you want to cut that out for yourself, go right ahead.
No, it's do what you want to do.
No, I mean that.
Yeah. You do tell it to people. You can use it
right
for.
ahead.
It's not like we're monetizing this.
Exactly.
So
go for it. It'll be our pleasure. So you can help yourself.
Okay then. So I'll probably stay in the chat if you're still on for a little while, because I won't be able to go to bed yet.
We're gonna say we'll be on for a few minutes. We'll just say our goodbyes to everybody. And
I will be on with video, and then I will say goodbye. So thanks everyone for your time, effort, and be awesome.
You are awesome.
See you later.
Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for your time. You're amazing. Was he amazing? Oh my god.
Yeah, he's such a kind, soft-spoken,
a very good person. That's all I kept thinking the whole time we're talking to him. Was like, this guy is so genuine.
You know, sometimes you feel people like at a feeling level, and he feels like genuinely kind human being, you know.
Like, I mean, I'm surprised to be on our show. He'd be excited, but not because to be on our show, but just to see him so energized by it was such an honor. Like, I mean, I was feeling his energy, you know. And even at the end, like I was, because we've had a long day and a lot of stuff going. It's hard for us to show it right now, but we're feeling, you know what I mean? Like, it's,
exactly.
I felt like I was letting him down by not being able to get up and like jump or something like that. It was so amazing.
And I know he was worried before coming on when we talked initially, and then again when we talked today. So I hope, and it looked like it kind of recited eventually, which I hope would happen. And I told him as well. I said it's gonna go all the way, and I think you did just nearly. Did awesome, amazing, and so much more information from you too. I wanted to know the difference, and I wanted to know more about the Japanese culture. We would love to see you both, you and your wife, and your wife agreed to it already on Twitter. To have you both on again and talk more about it. It's really very interesting. So thank you so much.
You're an amazing guest tonight, and it's so nice to bring people in and introduce to the chat somebody that not everybody's seen yet, especially somebody who's doing something really awesome and different. This is what makes it all worthwhile. This was so cool. What a great night.
And thank you guys in the chat for the support and for us and for our guest tonight. We love as Andrew said, bringing different people in. So
we do work hard at, because sometimes even if we have a cancellation, like we're up against the gun to bring somebody else on, and it's easy to go, well, this person was on last night, let's ask their best friend or somebody in their community. But we don't do it because we desperately try every night to bring somebody from a different genre, to break it up. You guys deserve it, and we really, really do put the effort in trying to do that. Like look tonight, I'm so happy. You see how excited he was?
oh my God, yes,
It's so nice to
it was
see.
so amazing, you know,
And well deserved. He deserves getting seen, same as you guys do as well. I mean, you guys all put a lot of work into what you do, and like I said, we don't do this all the time, because if we did, then it would be like, oh, can you feature my channel? And we don't let anybody down. But every once in a while, it's nice to have.
We did it. Yeah, we do it every so often,
Yeah.
just because it's as I always say, it's a nice side bonus.
Yeah.
That sometimes happens. It's not why we do it. So
Benjamin is great.
Yeah, hope you guys will have a good Sunday as well.
Sure.
Monday we are gonna have Dr. Stan Ekberg.
That's gonna be really cool. Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, he's a former Olympic athlete as well as a chiropractic.
Yep.
And holistic chiropractic. And there's going to be so many questions. I don't know like how we're going to be able to fit it, because there's all health part that I'm sure the chat is going to be booming out with questions about health. Mm-hmm. And then there's a whole part of his sports career that he had. He participated in Brazil in Olympic Games.
Even these live streams, he does like these seminars with actual people in them and going to the chat.
So I'm excited. I have like 1,001 questions to him too. Like we are having the doctor on here, right? So it's gonna be so exciting. And Tuesday is our Tuesday Tech Talk as always, and this is gonna be a little special one. Inspired Ben by you. Last Tuesday we did an impromptu review of some channels, and we got some really nice feedback from people afterwards. So this Tuesday we are going to be doing a live tutorial giveaway for first come first serve. We're going to be doing some...
You're overtired. I'm just watching because anybody with headphones. I was trying to find.
I've been talking like that all evening.
I know that, and I've been trying, like with your leg down, I've been talking. That's why.
I just love when I get interrupted in the middle sentence. It's just awesome.
I was doing it because they're
so check out the chat above. I posted about the Tuesday. Thank you for coming today, and we hope to see you on Monday.
Yeah. You guys were absolutely awesome. You were awesome too, hon. And we love having you guys in the chat, and we love having you here on the couch. Oh my God.
Pineapples.
It's not her, it's the crack talking.
Oh my goodness, don't stop saying that stuff on internet. It's not even true.
Just kidding, yeah.
Well, no, it's not nice.
No.
I will be excited to see you all on Monday.
Yeah, Amy, please just send us a message on Twitter, and definitely, well, Xenia usually takes care of all that stuff.
Yeah, we followed each other on Twitter, so just send us a message so that we can figure out the date. That would be awesome. So yeah, see you on Monday.
Philip, you rock, my friend. You rock Canada, my friend. My Japanese lifestyle, we were just talking about. You were awesome tonight. Thank you so much for being so gracious with your time, and you did a phenomenal job. You were really, really amazing. And glad you got to have your first live stream with us. We're very honored. Yes, Philip, sack of potatoes, truckload of potatoes, I think, at this point. Yeah, no, you did really good. We're in a lot of great information. And once again, your channel's like thinking out of the box, and we love anything like that. So I'm glad a lot of people got to see it tonight, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to be checking you out. And it's only up from there. North American Trains, thank you so much for coming. Always so great to have you here. We hope you have an amazing night, everybody.
Hi. Yeah, we talked on YouTube Messenger today a little bit.
North American Train?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was me, by the way. I didn't know.
No, it's just I didn't just give it a number, so that's why I was trying to catch up.
Well, at least I'm keeping up to the subject.
I'm not saying goodbye to people. I'm not on subject, which I'd be saying hellos.
So looking forward to Monday.
See, my friend, nothing to worry about doing it with your wife. It's a win-win. Keeping it real.
Oh my God. Have a
almighty.
good night, everyone. Enjoy your
Yeah.
Sunday. Stay close to your loved ones.
Yeah.
And see you Monday.
Oh, Brock next, you're killing us. Oh man, we're just literally on our way out. Yeah, stink eye. Brock next, sorry about that, buddy. Monday night we have Dr. Egbert on. It's gonna be really cool.
A former Olympic athlete
Yeah, that's right.
and a chiropractor, Dr. Stan Egberg, at 8 p.m. Eastern on Monday.
That's right. And sorry I'm late. Was an amazing sunny day and spent
That's
most
what
of
you
it
should
outside.
do.
Excellent, my friend. I hope you had a
Exactly.
great time.
Enjoy your Sunday and maybe see you on Monday.
Yeah, that's right. Take care, guys. Love yous all. Cheers. Keep creating. And we're not on tomorrow, but you never know what happens. You'll probably see us somewhere. Take care, and we'll see you Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Dr. Egbert. Have a great day, great night. Thank you so much to our guests. You're amazing.